There we go. Hello. I had to mute the game audio because for some reason the Discord channel's the same. Say hi, Jada.
Hello.
Jada's here. Mick is getting some water, and Anna should be here shortly. Oh, I think I need to adjust the game audio though. It's like something way too loud right now. I adjusted it earlier when I was playing Tail Concerto.
Oh, yeah, because it was quiet, I guess.
Yeah, it was too quiet, so I like bumped up the audio for the game, and now this one's too loud. But that's fine. Fix it a little bit. I think it was somewhere around here. So usually I keep it like 50%. But anyways, hey Anna.
Hello.
Anna's here. Hey, Mick, is Mick you back?
Mr. Water.
Mr. Water, did you get your water?
I hear that? Yes, I'm
All
back.
right. Did you decide on what I asked you? The answer to your question? Yes or no?
Sure, let's do it. Why not?
Okay, let's do it.
Ooh.
Okay. Nice.
What happened?
Oh, Mick is picking up Kitty Giddy. Jada picked up Monokuma. Those are the two extras. Sorry, Anna. They were here first. But you still have your 3. So we're
Unless if you really want Kitty Giddy, then go for it.
I mean, how many do you have? Do you need me to take one?
You have 3. They each have 4.
Oh, it's up to you, Mick. I can take her if you don't want her.
He doesn't care. I don't think.
Yeah.
You guys are being too polite. Somebody just be like, "Yes, I want her."
Okay, give me Kyrie.
All right, we'll give her to Anna. Is that okay with you, Mick? You had first dibs.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
We're all Canadians in here, even though we're not.
You say you're fine, but you're not.
That's so. Oh my god.
So Canadian.
Jeez Louise.
Is it very Canadian to apologize for? I thought it was the apologizing, not the.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
We're
It's not really
all
fine.
overly polite over here.
Overly
Yeah.
polite.
We're all pushovers.
That's okay.
So.
Okay, but there's a difference between being polite and being like, it's fine, and it's not fine.
Yeah,
And then you simmer on it, and then out of nowhere you blow up at your friend, and they're like, "What? I didn't know something was wrong." Yeah,
Oh.
that's not like that's happened to me a million times.
That's also Catholic. That's also Catholic guilt, which I also have. So.
That's like double helping right there.
Yep.
So when we last left off, we were about to start the court case for the second chapter. Chihiro's been murdered. I've been having some thoughts and some personal deductions.
Ooh.
I don't know if has anyone else had thoughts that they want to, like, anyone want to predict anything before we jump into this?
I think I said my prediction like 2 episodes ago, and it was wrong. So I don't want to predict anything right
You don't want to predict anything?
Yeah.
You can guess. It's not gonna. It's if it's wrong, it's wrong. You
can guess.
I feel like
your prediction might be the same as mine.
I feel like it might be Ishimaru.
Mm-hmm.
But I have like no other basis for that other than like a hunch based off of like
Who's
things that have been
Ishimaru?
mentioned in the past.
Who's Ishimaru? What's the name?
Ishimaru is Kiyotaka.
Yotaka, yeah.
Oh, Taka. Okay.
Michael's prediction is
I
that the
only
school
know
board
their-
is going to shut this place down. I think
I
that would
would
be a
hope
good
Yeah, that's
call.
not happening.
I'm not sure. My prediction. Does anybody else want to go first? Anybody else want to go first before I throw out my idea?
The only thing I would have to say is Byakuya with the him getting the killer's file and then
That was
showing
really,
it.
that's very particular. And I'm trying to figure out who else would have access to that other than Byakuya. Do you know what I mean?
It's weird. This weird. Also, in the killer file, you see that there was always scissors, and there's not scissors in this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
It feels like
It feels like a setup.
yeah,
Like
it
a
feels like an
copycat?
imitation. Yeah.
But even Makoto commented on them. He's like,
Oh,
really,
I
all
don't
of that-
remember. I didn't
the
remember
way that they
everything.
were tied up to the wall. It's just like that, except this one
Oh,
for the
gotcha.
court.
That's why I have Anna take notes when we play Payne's
Yeah.
Creek. Because I don't remember details like that.
But what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the only like final nail was that he showed us the file and then took it with him and like, or at least we think he took it with him.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
at the
it's
same
gone.
time,
Let's
it's
have
kind
it.
of weird, like, for him to be like, here, look, this is just like the serial killer. Unless why share that information at all? I don't know. Is this like supposed to be like a red herring or something? Or
No, I don't. I honestly don't think that anything that Byakuya says is meant to fool anybody. I feel like with his information, he just knows stuff and he likes having power over people because he knows stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's implicated at all, and I actually really fucking believe that if he isn't one of the ones that makes it out of here alive, then he's gonna die, like, over the course of the game.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I was thinking that he was setting us up as the
Oh,
fall
you
for
think
the
so?
murder.
Maybe. They tried to set us
Yeah.
up last time. I
He's
wouldn't be
like, "Hey, look,
surprised.
you know the MO.
You knew
but,
this.
Like, you got it wrong.
But we didn't know this until technically after the murder. But I feel like Byakuya is the obvious choice. And so for me, I'm always like, nah, I'm not going to go for, you know what I mean? I don't think it's the obvious one.
Yeah.
My theory was I don't know who the killer is. But I believe it's a guy. I think Chihiro was killed on the men's side. And I think Chihiro's a boy.
I also think Chihiro's a boy.
Okay,
And,
so I'm not
like,
the only one who thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
it's just,
hints that are...
Yeah. Like, the collection of clues that we have,
Yeah,
it just points in the direction being like, Chihiro was a boy, but nobody ever asked, blah, blah, blah.
right. Or Chihiro was hiding it,
Yeah, or they were hiding it.
you know.
So,
But it could be
Yeah.
wrong. But I mean, I think that's why Chihiro could even be on the men's side to begin with. And Chihiro didn't want to work out with Hina and Sakura. Do you know what I mean? Because I think
Yeah.
that would have, outed
didn't-
Chihiro as a boy.
yeah.
I
But
didn't even think about that. But yeah, that would make a lot of
so I
sense.
think therefore the murderer has to be a guy. It can't be one of the girls.
Yeah. I don't know why Chihiro would be masquerading as a guy, but I think, like, it's also worth thinking about the fact that in their conversations with Mondo, there's always something about, like, masculinity or being stronger,
Yeah.
or, like, the perceived
And
strength of somebody
this is
else.
why I don't want to, but I suspect Mondo a little bit. Just
Really?
because Chihiro was working out with someone, we didn't know who. And who would Chihiro ask to help make them strong?
Yeah.
That's a guy. Do you know what I mean? If they're not going to ask Sakura, I feel like Mondo's like the first choice. But at the same time, I don't want it to be Mondo. You know what
yeah,
I
I
mean?
mean, like,
So I'm worried about
Yeah.
that. But I hope I'm
I
wrong.
feel-
Like, that's just, I don't know.
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
So,
Anyways, so
let's go.
see, this, like, last time was obvious. It was Leon, obviously. It was literally on the wall.
Yeah.
But this time, it's a lot. Like, we don't know where, where it's going. All right, let's kick it off.
Let's see. Do we have every? Hey!
Like your Monokuma.
I'm trying to copy Zep's.
I was
comic,
going to
so
say, it
that's why.
sounds like Zepp's. Very cute.
A short one.
Fukawa still hasn't showed? What?
Who's Fukawa?
Dude, you're the one who locked all of us in here. You don't know who Fukawa is?
I don't know who that is.
How do you not? You don't remember.
Just Joshin. I'd never forget her. Besides, she's got a vital role to play in this trial.
Oh, and I think you're
Yeah.
echoing again.
A little bit of doubling.
You're getting the double. We're hearing
Ow.
Jada. I don't know. We're hearing
know.
Jada through you though, because I can see
You
you
don't
lighting up.
understand. I have headphones in. Okay, hold on.
I don't understand.
So weird.
All right, go ahead.
Besides, she's got a vital role to play in this trial.
Really?
I'm gonna go bring her down, even if I have to do it by force. Back in a flash.
Well, you're not allowed to skip court anyway.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear
Hello?
Yep. Oh, can you hear Jada though?
No.
Oh no.
So
you.
it's
No, you're
okay.
good
I
now.
don't understand. I have headphones on.
I don't understand either. True to his word, Monokuma returned with Fukawa in tow. Just a few minutes later.
I said I didn't want to. I have to go and drag me here against my will.
No, you have to be here.
Your cruelty knows no bounds.
Phew! That makes everyone!
Adjusting audio a little bit. There we go.
Now that we've got that taken care of, you guys hurry up and head on down to the courtroom. I'll go on ahead and meet you there. Let's get going then. It's time to unmask Chihiro Fujisaki's murderer.
Chihiro Fujisaki. She was kind, gentle, and frail. Not the kind of girl anyone could resent. And yet someone killed her. And the person who did is in this room. It's one of us. Somewhere in this room. But it's not me.
Of course it's not.
What's got Fukawa putting up such a fright?
Oh, she's just not happy.
No, she's not.
Fukawa is behaving rather strangely. And I don't believe shock is an adequate explanation.
I never actually got around to doing any investigating.
Oh boy.
That's weird.
She was stressed out over Toko.
Yeah. With as many hints as I gave you, I'm expecting you to put on a damn good show in there.
We don't work for you.
Yeah, you do.
What do we have to solve the whole case?
I don't know. Why is
'Cause
it up to
we're-
us all the time? Because we're the
Why does
player
everyone
protagonists.
character.
believe in us?
We're the
an idiot.
protagonists.
Yeah.
We're not the smartest protagonists.
No.
My darling Chihiro, for a resident of the three-dimensional world, you were rather impressive. Of course, being 3D, there was no way it could have been ended in anything but disappointment.
Fuck off, man.
I hate him so much.
I have the faintest idea who could have killed her. But I am sure we will manage somehow. Justice always prevails. Isn't that right, Brotage? Let us bring to light the name of the scoundrel who would dare harm the meek.
That line goes great with the accent. I have to
I
say.
know, it's so good.
On the count of 3, we do this, dude.
We do this.
Okie dokie.
We have no choice, do we?
Nope.
No, we don't.
I nodded my head slightly in response, let out a long, heavy sigh, and then, on shaky legs, stepped into the elevator. My heart sped up with every step I took. Once everyone had boarded, the elevator began its descent, carrying with it the vortex of emotion and speculation that swirled around us.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. The elevator clunked, rattling my eardrums painfully as it sunk deeper and deeper into the earth. The farther down it carried us, the greater my anxiety grew. But still the elevator continued to sink, farther and farther below the surface, until finally, it came to an abrupt stop.
What do you think of the new decor? Pretty exciting, huh? Makes it feel like a totally different room, right?
How about none of the above? Just hurry up and get it started.
Ooh, you've got spunk. I like that.
Is this trial time?
Alright, let's get this party started. Go find a seat with your name on it, you guys.
And once again, the curtain rose on, a trial for life and a judgment of death, deception in life and treachery in death, betrayal for life and betrayal for death, the riddles of life and the mystery of death, justification for life and rationalization of death, faith in life and trust in death, the class trial to live or the class trial to die. Wow.
Shakespeare.
Save
think-
data.
Such
I
a
think he just
dramatic
likes saying-
boy. He just likes the sound of his own voice sometimes.
Court will now begin chapter 2. I mean,
So check your skills.
oh, okay.
Sometimes you have extra
Oh.
like perks you can add.
Increases the
Um,
time of each phase. That would be nice, maybe. Is that all
Why
I
do
can add?
we don't have any points yet. Wait, what's that? So you get them depending on your social links, basically.
Oh.
And
Look,
you
I can add them. Yeah, I have 14. I have 14.
Oh yeah, so you've got 14 points. So you can add a whole bunch of these little skill perks. They just help you with
Yeah,
things.
yeah. More time.
Yep.
Very nice. What
They
is
help
this?
you with the
Doubles
little-
the
the
number
mini
of
games,
bullets
basically.
reloaded with one button press during machine gun talk battle.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it. Actually, I can only add the 3.
That's all you've
so-
got right now? Yeah.
Mhm.
You should always add them. You get them as we develop our social links with our classmates.
Oh. So based on who I
Yes.
develop a link with, I get these perks start unlocking. Cool.
Yeah, don't ask me who gives you what.
That's
Don't
okay.
remember. It's been like
Okay.
12 years, but
All right, that's just our stuff. So we can start then, eh?
yeah. You always want to make sure your skills are in order.
Gotcha.
Because the trials do get harder and harder.
You guys' votes determine the trial's outcome. Finger the true villain and only the villain gets punished, but make the wrong accusation and everyone else gets punished, leaving your deceiver to graduate free and clear. Let's see, first on the agenda. How about we start things off with the murder weapon?
It looks like my first task is to identify the weapon that killed Fujisaki. Well, it would be the dumbbell, right? Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we think so.
dumbbell? Yeah. I have to remember how to do this.
So everybody's gonna. We get to go around a couple times. You got a time limit. Usually I go through once and see what we need to shoot with the truth bullet. Something blunt, maybe?
So,
Yeah. No,
What
it
is
was
a
not a
metal
metal pipe.
pipe?
Okay, so it's a metal pipe that we need to shoot with the dumbbell.
oh, okay. But I have to, I don't
Because
remember
it's
how
truth.
to.
It's a truth bullet, so you
Yeah,
want
I
to
don't
throw
remember
it.
the buttons, Anna. I remember the game, I
Oh,
don't remember the
okay.
buttons. The weapon was at the scene, the thing with blood on it.
I was explaining the mechanic and
I
yeah,
know,
that
but
doesn't
we
help.
did this once. I got you. Let's see. I also rewatched the first trial this morning. Let's see here. Move
It's a triangle.
crosshair,
It's like-
silencer, open, fire munitions, triangle.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, gotcha.
What's the silencer? What is the silencer?
Is that what
I
it
don't remember.
Silencer. I don't know.
I don't know.
don't
I think
know what
that's
that
for
means.
that other phase with the rhythm. I think that's what that is. So I choose the thing that's not true, right?
Yeah.
So you're shooting at pipe. If he goes,
Objection.
no, that's not it. It's this.
Break.
Oh shoot! Did it? Sorry, I didn't take down the welcome message.
Oh,
Figures.
well, at
He's
least it's
welcoming
not
them.
on the welcome
There you go.
screen.
True. At least it's not on the welcome screen. Wasn't the weapon used to kill her the dumbbell we found at the crime scene? Thanks, Anna. Or not, thanks, Anna. Thanks, Asala.
I'm Anna.
I know you're Anna. I had 3 hours of sleep. Thank you also, Anna, for the refresh.
Why are we all thinking insomnia lately?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Weather change. Not only was there blood on it, there wasn't anything else at the scene that could have done that to her.
Also, the wound on the victim's head matches the shape of the dumbbell. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, there's no room for questions. You examined her wound?
I'll take the floor from here and change the subject to that of the murderer. Of course, I've already established who did it.
What, you for real?
Hang on, just adjusting this a little bit. Okay.
The culprit responsible for Chihiro Fujisaki's murder is the homicidal maniac genocider show.
The homicidal maniac, genocider show. Did he really kill her? A non-stop debate is about to begin. New elements have been added. Oh great, now what? This round, other students have begun chattering, interfering with your attempts to speak. Striking chatter with your ammunition will cause it to disappear, blocking you from making a refutation. So striking chatter will cause it to disappear, blocking you from making a refutation. Press the X button while targeting chatter to use your silent. Oh, there's the silencer. And neutralize the interference. However, if you miss the chatter or try to silence a legitimate assertion, you will be penalized with a reduction in your time limit. Please aim carefully. As a side note, if your action difficulty is set to merciful, chatter will not appear at all. We're not on...
So,
Are we on?
I don't know
I don't
what
think-
you're on, but what they mean, the chatter is going to get, like, people are going to talk at the same time, and the chatter runs over what you want to strike. So you need to neutralize it and then you can hit the
The
highlighted
bullet.
portion that you want to strike. Yeah.
But okay, so the X to silence, I think it was,
X to
right?
silencer, so X makes the
Yeah, this-
blocking text go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the triangle to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. You will not need to make use of silencer. Oh, never mind. I'm in merciful mode.
We are merciful.
So please relax and focus on the problem at hand. Well, there we go. I wish you the best of luck. Over now.
Hooray!
Interesting that they keep the tutorial in.
I
even
know,
if you
right? They
turned
should
it
not
off.
have done
Right.
that. But so
Thanks,
Genocider
narrator.
Show case file is what we're working with now. Okay. Oh, that looks like chatter, but I guess I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, well, that is
Yeah.
shatter, yeah, but you don't need to get it out of the way
Mhm.
because it's
It's
merciful.
not in my way.
Usually they would cross one another constantly.
I guess. Whoops.
Okay.
You got it.
Actually, there is some evidence.
Huh?
There's a file in the library's archives. A top secret police file documenting all of Genocider Show's murders.
Hold on. Why the hell would something like that be in the archive?
I don't feel like explaining. In any case, the file contains highly detailed reports on the Genocider Show murders. From this, we learn there are two distinguishing features to Genocider Show's crimes. One, he always leaves a message written in blood at the crime scene.
Boobalicious fever!
Bloodbath fever?
What matters, though, is the other distinguishing feature, as this information has been made public.
It hasn't been made public?
You tell them, Naegi.
The other unrevealed feature has something to do with how Genocider Show positions the corpses. He
Exclusively kills in changing rooms.
apparently Genocider Show crucifies all of his victims. Aside from Genocider Show himself, only those in the upper echelon of the police know about that.
And yet Fujisaki was indeed crucified. That begs the question, how did the culprit learn information only the police and Genocider Show know? There's only one possible explanation. That the culprit is Genocider Show.
You're shitting me.
Does that mean that someone here is Genocider Show?
Toko Fukawa.
Meh?
Genocider Show's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
No way!
Hold on a second. Fukawa can't stand the sight of blood. I've never heard of a serial killer who's afraid of blood.
She both is and isn't Genocider Show. There's your answer.
Telling riddles now? Just get to the point, dude.
Hagakuri's right. It is kind of like a riddle, but I feel like I understand. What Togami means by she both is and isn't Genocider Show, he's saying there's more than one of her, right?
Because she has multiple personalities.
Epiphany anagram.
What?
Oh,
It's just a word jumble.
right. Oh. It's, I know. It's dissociative
It's
identity
a D,
disorder.
not a no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did it!
Because Genocider Show has dissociative identity disorder.
Huh?
That's what is said in the Genocider Show case file. We hypothesize the suspect has a severe case of dissociative identity disorder.
But that doesn't mean Master Toko Fukawa.
Oh, but it does. Her strange behavior after seeing the body suggests exactly that. She has multiple personalities.
What was it about Fukawa's behavior that would indicate she has DID?
She lost consciousness.
I would say she lost
right?
consciousness.
No,
It's
Her
not?
speech
Her,
pattern
her
changed.
speech
it's
patterns,
the way
maybe?
she's speaking.
Yeah, because she
Oh.
was stuttering and then she wasn't stuttering.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
completely lost her stutter, and she's being really creepy now instead of just like.
You mean the way
Yeah.
her speech patterns changed?
Think back to what happened when she passed out and then woke back up again.
Eh.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
I forgot about this. But totally fine.
Hey, it's a body. Look, it's dead. Yeah, she hit her head pretty bad, dude. Well, just made up the front and back. 9 fronts and 9 back with truth and lies.
You're kind of scaring me, and you're not talking like usual either.
She was acting rather peculiar, yes. Her characteristics, morose
Diction.
morose diction had vanished.
Don't characterize me like that.
Also, after she regained consciousness, she had no problem looking at Fujisaki's corpse. In other words, one personality that is afraid of blood and one that isn't both reside within you.
Nah. Then how do you explain Fukawa barricading herself in her room in fear of genocider? I will not let genocider show run free. I'll banish that accursed homicidal maniac.
She didn't lock herself in to prevent someone on the outside from entering, but to prevent someone on the inside from getting out.
What?
Toko Fukawa was terrified of letting the homicidal maniac inside her kill someone.
Why? Yeah, why do you think you know all that?
You misunderstand, Asahina. Her why doesn't mean why do you know, but why did you tell?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma's little incentive charade, she and I had an unusual conversation. And there she revealed something absolutely fascinating to me. That a serial killer dwells within her, and she lives in constant fear of its outbursts. And that this is what caused her to become so gloomy and withdrawn. Isn't that right?
Nah. That's not true, is it, Fukawa? You said you wouldn't say anything. Huh? You promised. Was that all a lie?
You got the wrong idea. What did you think would come of unloading your misery on someone who never asked? This isn't some romance novel. This is the real world. Besides, you broke your promise first. I seem to recall you saying something to the effect of, "No matter what happens, I will not allow Genocider to kill anyone as long as we are here." But despite that,
I'm so sorry I couldn't keep our promise. You don't need to worry. I won't let her run free. I won't let Genocider Show run free anymore. You said if I kept my promise, you'd go out with me. That's why I made the promise.
once again, you got the wrong idea. In any event, you were unable to keep your promise. Was the thrill of murder too much for you to resist?
I tried. I did everything I could to hold her back.
Unfortunately, it seems trying wasn't good enough.
You're horrible.
Alright, well, that's enough preamble. We'll get the rest of the story straight from the horse's mouth.
The horse's mouth? You mean... No.
Fukawa's body bent backwards, farther and farther, until she fell over, landing with a hard thud. The next moment... Oh lord.
What?
You mean it's my turn to play?
She is Genocider Show. Alright, now I think it's Byakuya. I think he set her up.
Really?
Knowing that
I
she
do
was
too.
Genocider Show, now I feel like he set her up.
Beep! What?
Gets the cat out of the bag. Whatevs, what can you do? Super duper high school homicidal maniac. Genocider Show here. Real name's Toko Pakawa, but screw that.
What the hell?
What's gone into her? Fukawa?
What's it matter if I've got multiple personalities? What's it matter if one of them's a serial killer? Look the other way, they're just character flaws. Her energy's through the roof. Sound murder resides in the sound mind and body.
I can hardly believe how different they are.
Yeah, there are two sides to everything in this world. Just as there are 9 tails behind every 9 heads, just as there's a lie behind every truth. And little Miss Linny is a deity bright as the sun.
This is Genocider Show, the homicidal maniac? This is completely outrageous.
Excuse me, Miss Genocider Show. May I ask you a question?
Yes,
There have been rumors going around that you might be the puppet master. What do you have to say to that?
most certainly. I am the one, the only, the puppet master. Just kidding.
So you're not.
Of course she's not. Don't go putting me on the same level as that psycho. No, you know what I've noticed recently? The cops out there, and the people too, are pretty helpless. I mean, look, they let this doofus of a serial killer run wild.
I know I'm not innocent, but come on, that's life. Living is, in a sense, an act of hurting, the act of hurting others. People hurt others so they can live, and they live so they can be hurt. Not.
I'm sure you're all convinced now that Fujisaki was murdered by this homicidal maniac. Given she even has a motive, there's no doubt about it.
A motive?
You remember what Monokuma said to us yesterday? That if someone hadn't graduated within 24 hours, he would reveal everyone's secrets? Now, suppose Toko Fukawa's shameful memory or deep dark secret was that she was Genocider Show. If that information came to light, it would undoubtedly be her ruin. In short, her motive was that she did not want her secret revealed, no matter what the cost.
Yeah, but then why would she tell you?
I know,
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
She already revealed it.
Yeah.
She did it she told you herself.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Too bad. Oh, I didn't do it.
Huh?
I can't imagine anyone other than the homicidal maniac could kill someone in such a brutal fashion.
Sorry, hon, that's the truth.
And who would you expect to believe you?
Yeah, who would trust a serial killer?
They're probably right. I want to agree, but something just doesn't feel right. I should hear her out. Get her side of the story in more detail. Uh-oh.
Detective mode.
Time for dance-off.
Yeah, dance.
Let's go.
Dance Dance Revolution time.
Not yet. It's still truthful.
I know, it's
kind
just
of
the
thing.
music.
The music is so Dance Dance
Yeah, it's the
Revolution.
DDR. Fujisaki's
Dance courtroom.
corpse.
Dance Dance Courtroom. This is it, right? I'm guessing. The
Yeah,
identical
probably.
MOs, right? Probably.
Probably identical.
Yeah, it wasn't identical.
Yeah.
No scissors.
Byakuya, I think you did it. What?
Oh, you got blocked.
I got blocked even though I'm not supposed to. That wasn't
I thought
supposed
you
to.
said
It
it.
told me not to worry about it.
You didn't have to worry about that. Yeah.
What the hell, game?
Yeah, you lied to
Oh,
me,
well.
game.
Game's a
Well, I
liar,
got
too.
plenty of time at least.
Yeah, it's like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
You can go
crazy.
around.
Look, I get plus
quite a
1
lot.
second. Plus 1 second. Give me back my
You
time.
might- you might as
Give
well
me back my
shoot him.
time.
I know, right?
But it said you didn't have to.
I know.
Yeah.
What a stupid game.
It lied to us.
Yeah,
Oh
wait.
wow.
Ooh. Knee pants.
Frank. 69%. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Although
It's a perfect score.
Nice.
Before they were running like parallel. Now they're only overlapping. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
only that one overlap. The one over the correct
Yeah.
answer.
Right?
You said their MOs were identical, but is that really true? I actually think there are some differences between Genocider Show's past murders and Fujisaki's murder.
Like what? You can't tell.
Thanks, Michael.
Quiet in the peanut gallery. I'll tell you what he's talking about. When I do it with passion and conviction. So as any artisan would be, I'm very particular about how I go about my craft. I think of it the same way every time ramen shop is particular about its broth and noodles and toppings. But Chihiro Fujisaki's murderer is like if that shop started selling packs of instant ramen. This is most certainly not my work.
Allow me to try that again. There are two major differences between Fujisaki's murder and Genocider Show's past murders. The first major difference comes from the victim photos in the Genocider Show case file, in particular their stomachs and necks. So the discrepancy is in
Cause of
Cause of
death.
death?
Death, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
cause of death.
Yeah.
the cause of death.
Who shot them?
All of Genocider Show's previous victims were killed in exactly the same way. Based on information in the case file, they were murdered using scissors. On the other hand, Fujisaki died of blunt force trauma to the head.
You. Wait, it is indeed a disparity.
Weird, isn't it? That a serial killer known for her consistent MO would change things up just this once? But that's not all. There's one other major discrepancy.
The bloody cauliflower is the braised pork of my craft. And crucifixion is the boiled egg. Dude, can we please drop the ramen analogy?
So, what are you trying to say? Is that the second inconsistency is the crucifixion?
Right, the second discrepancy is in the crucifixion. In the Genocider Show case file photos, her victims had their hands pierced, which means the difference is in
What
she
she
uses, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what was used to hang Fujisaki's body? Her hands were bound to the equipment with cord, which is how her crucifixion was achieved.
And what of it?
In Genocider Show's murders, the crucifixions were carried out using extremely sharp scissors.
Listen up. I kill and crucify using my very own made Jenna scissors. I'm an artist and I'm picky about my tools. Plus, you said there were only two different but that's not right.
Do you mean me?
If you're listening, Ma, there's one more difference.
Ma? Huh?
What, didn't notice? There's a certain rule I follow. To choose my victims.
A rule?
It's easy as pie to see why I wouldn't have killed baby face. We can figure out my rule.
So in other words, Genocider Show follows a rule when choosing her victims, and Fujisaki doesn't meet her qualifications. For victims' names, it's pretty safe to assume they have one thing in common that excludes Fujisaki. Oh yeah, I think I've got it. She would have killed Fujisaki because...
She's female.
Yeah. Genocider Show only kills men.
Yeah.
Is it because Fujisaki is female?
And bingo was his name. Oh. But what do you mean, dude?
There's a pattern to the victims of the Genocider Show murders. Ken Harada, Katsura Honda, Gaku Soji, Issei Kano, Takeshi Yoshida, etc., 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 and on and on.
They're all dudes? Yes, I do it with passion and conviction, but only with flaming hot hunks of man. I said it. Embarrassing.
What the hell?
She only kills hot guys.
They weren't really particularly
can't-
hot though.
I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe to her.
I mean, her taste is, who knows, she's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't help it, I'm a slasher. Okay, the very same hunk action, little Miss Gloomy, so we're vile. You're unadulterated, steaming hot slash man.
Man slash man.
Man slash man. I mean, you're the one slashing, but
Okay.
You wouldn't kill Fujisaki because she's female, therefore not hot.
it's like a ramen chef serving you spaghetti. So they both got noodles. It's so fucked up. It's a line I won't cross because I have passion and conviction. My perfectionism is what makes me me.
You've made your tastes and priorities abundantly clear, but that's all they are. Tastes, priorities. But it all comes crashing down when you're forced to commit murder in order to survive.
Hey, you're yapping, you sore loser.
Sore loser.
When I kill, it ain't for some lame-ass reason like saving my own skin. I knew if there was some situation where I had to kill someone else to save myself. Sure as hell wouldn't crucify him or leave no bloody writing. Too much work and a dead giveaway.
You have a very good point.
Anyway, no matter what the circumstances are, my trusty Jenna scissors are a must-have. Look, hell, I'm gonna use some heavy-ass stuff.
Perchance there were no adequate scissors at hand, so you substituted them for a nearby dumbbell.
Adequate scissors? I don't use just any old electric scissors. I use my own earth-shakingly fabulous handmade Jenna scissors. Which you're even likely to find here, dude? Oh, really?
What?
Oh my god.
Nice.
Got a whole bunch.
Her pose is amazing.
You're fully equipped.
I'm ready to do it anytime, anywhere. You still think I'd use that rope and dumbbell instead of these babies? Which I've got experience with.
Michael says Show understands the importance of merchandising and hyping up her own brand.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't now, would I? Suckers.
She's trying to get her own Netflix documentary.
I think so.
Yeah, she really wants to capitalize on the whole, like,
Yeah.
serial killer market going on.
Mhm.
Anyway, I don't know how to tie a knot, so I couldn't use that rope.
Ugh. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Is the serial killer seriously not the killer?
And does she look like she could have used the dumbbell, really? She's so skinny.
But still, what about the crucifixion? That ain't public knowledge.
That is the reason we decided it wasn't a copycat, but the real genocider stuff.
Hold on a second. There is someone who could have imitated Genocider Show's modus operandi. Make the accusation!
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, it's gotta be Byakuya, right?
I think it's Leon.
It's Leon, yeah.
They're all
It's
Leon.
Chihiro.
Yeah.
Chihiro did it.
Every
Yeah? Are you
Yeah,
with me?
I do too. I think it is.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
evidence points to him.
He's the only one who
who
had access
supposedly,
to the file.
yeah, knew about it. You could have done it, couldn't you, Tagami? You're in a position where you can readily access secret government documents and internal police files. On top of that, you told me you used to spend a lot of time going over the Genocider Show case file.
So, you're suggesting Master Byakuya Togami is the murderer?
Then Togami's insistence on Genocider Show being the culprit was because he wanted to place the blame for his crimes on her.
Dressing to manipulate the scene to make it look like I did it? Was the gorgeous man in glasses here? That's hot.
What do you have to say for these crimes, Tagami?
I see. So you suspect me. Then tell me this. When did you first begin to suspect me?
Thinking back on it now, just before we discovered Fujisaki's body, you did something I think was a little peculiar.
That changing room over there, is suspicious. Very suspicious. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh? Suspicious.
It doesn't look like anyone's checked the changing rooms yet. Let's look around the women's room first.
You suggested we go to the women's changing room first, didn't you, Tagami? But being a guy,
You're saying my first instinct should have been search the men's changing room. The victim, Fujisaki, is female. That's why I chose the women's changing room. Nothing more.
That makes perfect sense to me.
no, actually, it doesn't make sense.
Then why don't you tell us? What doesn't make sense, Naegi?
There's a glaring contradiction in what Togami just said. I just have to point it out. Oh, a non-stop debate. New elements have been added. Why do you keep adding new elements in this game? New
It
gameplay
gets really
element.
hard by the end.
Being
There's
added,
like a
this
million
round is
different
called
factors.
conversation. If you hold the triangle
Conversion.
button while targeting a weak point, you can convert that weak point into ammunition. You then fire the converted ammunition at another weak point. If you fire the converted ammunition or chambers something else, you will lose the converted ammo. However, you are free to convert the same weak point into ammunition many times you desire. If you don't think you can refute the hidden lie or contradiction using the ammo in your cylinder, then by all means try converting someone else's weak point and making use of it. And just when should you attempt a conversion? Why, that's up to you to figure out. To say the least, you will not be able to complete this debate without using your newfound ability. Wish you the best of luck over and out.
Wow.
Basically, you're stealing the other people's points to argue something else later.
Monokuma File 2. Can we look at that? Like, I don't remember what's in File 2 of Monokuma.
I know, right?
It
Can
Yeah, I
we
don't know that either.
just says that she was killed by blunt force trauma.
Oh, that's that
okay.
one?
Yeah. The
Okay.
Monokuma file is how they died. That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like
So,
an
let's see here.
really, really simple
So,
autopsy.
usually something strange.
Oh my god. Come on.
No.
だから女子更衣室を先に調べると言ったんだ。寄り道している場合ではなかったからね。
But weren't they looking for two people?
Well, they didn't know who was dead yet. Is I think the issue, right? Like he wanted to go in there and then we found the body, but we didn't
we were-
know that Fujisaki was the victim yet.
Yeah, we
Her
were
words
looking for
clearly
two
contradict
people.
Tagami's claims. Doesn't make sense that he would know that before seeing it.
Mm.
Just have to use her words against him. So, the first... What, this?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so now...
Okay, so now you wait until he says the victim was
Right.
female. We don't know who the victim is, dude.
hmm
Yeah, because it was before they found out
Yeah.
who died. Right. Okay.
So yeah, that's all that this like new mechanic is you can
Okay.
steal other things for your bullet.
And how would he know that we were able to walk into the girls' changing room? Because weren't we not allowed
He
before?
couldn't unless he had already been in there, I guess, yeah.
Well, isn't it like after a murder, like all areas are open?
We didn't know that
For
until they tried to
investigation?
go in. That also came after he said, let's go in there.
No, but I mean during the first case, when they were investigating for, what's her name? Our first girl. Wasn't that in the announcement?
Miyaki?
The Monokuma
No.
announcement that you can investigate anywhere after about, you know what I mean?
Not for those rooms, because he popped up again and said, for this I'll let you pass freely.
Oh,
Even
okay.
though, remember that? When he
Yeah,
popped
yeah,
back
yeah,
up?
yeah.
That also happened after Byakuya said, let's try the women's room.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
I still think what you're saying doesn't make sense, Shogami. I mean, you shouldn't have known who the victim was before we found the body. So your claim that you chose women's changing room because the victim was Fujisaki doesn't hold up.
I see. Nicely done. Excellent. Now we're getting somewhere, Makoto Naegi. But your allegations are still weak. You need more evidence.
Huh?
Senpai.
What's the matter? Is that all the evidence you have? I beg to differ. Go on, show it to me.
What the? Why is he acting like this?
They're
He's
all trying to
egging me
teach you.
on, but why? He should be feeling cornered by now, but it's like it's not even affecting him.
Come on. You're not telling me you're through, are you? You have more evidence. I know you do.
I'm pretty sure.
There is more evidence. We told them in the discussion we had earlier about the discrepancies between this murder and Genocider Show's murders.
Evidence that I killed her?
The discrepancies between Genocider Show's murders and this one. There's evidence there that Togami is the killer. What exactly is she talking about?
Like, I feel like Kyoko and Byakuya are just praying for Makoto to grow a brain cell.
I know,
Yeah, but the thing is, we're accusing Byakuya of murder, so why is he
Yeah, why is he
egging us?
encouraging
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desk lamp?
Because it was the extension cord for the lamp, so.
Can you use both of them?
I don't know if it'll let me take more than one.
You can only take one. You can only have one bullet right now.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, you need the
that's-
lamp
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
You
That
need the
one.
lamp back to throw with the rope.
Okay. So basically, I don't need anything but what I have already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I think
started
you
with the
you
lamp.
would-
The lamp.
Really, even the rope was certainly similar, but no, it wasn't actually a rope. Togami used a certain something in place of one.
It was the best extension.
Oops, how do I?
I don't know how you get it back though.
Here's
It
ammunition.
was the last thing he said, right?
Yeah, but I don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
the.
No, we don't want. We want the desk lamp. We actually want the extension cord. If you can find that.
Is that in
You
here?
But-
have it?
I don't
know.
think. Oh.
Then it's probably the
Uh,
desk lamp, isn't it?
Yeah. Because he
Yeah, and
mentions he
it's-
uses the extension cord for the desk lamp in the other room.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I thought maybe.
But
it
I
would
don't know
be an
how
extension
I-
cord.
Yeah, there you go. He
in the
says it.
description.
Yeah, but I
know it,
can't
yeah.
select it though. I can only look at this stuff.
Oh,
Like,
so
there's no way for me to choose it.
I think it is
How do you
the
get it
desk
back?
lamp.
No, what I'm saying is like I can't equip
Yeah,
it.
but Mango can't get that back.
I
I
can't.
don't understand.
Oh.
I don't get why.
Crucify. There you go. That's the one. Hit.
Is it crucified?
X, yeah,
No.
X with
Oh,
that.
okay, there we go. I just threw it
Oh,
away.
okay.
I just I
Good shit.
fired my shot and I let it go.
Now we know.
Okay, now we know how to get that back.
We wanted the lamp back.
You just gotta shoot indiscriminately.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
But
guess
I
she
think-
just wasted the bullet and then. Now shoot. Never seen it.
I think you could use the crucify with as the extra bullet, whatever thing too.
I mean, you can use anything that's highlighted, yeah. But you don't. We didn't want to switch to that. We wanted the desk lamp up.
Yeah, it
back
wouldn't
as the
let me
bullet.
swap. Like I tried to swap like it did in that previous mechanic where you can flip bullets, but it wouldn't let me.
You just shot it. And it
Yeah,
worked,
I just
so.
shot it off and just grabbed and it came back.
Shoot it
It's
into the
weird.
sky,
Like it
Amanda.
seems like they keep changing the rules. You know what I mean for the gameplay.
Yeah.
They
Just
keep
like
adding the
Monokuma.
rules.
Yeah.
It's not even changing. It's adding. It's like there's
Yeah.
more and more.
Yeah.
It's gonna get real rough. But That's
Actually, you have seen it before, Togami. The rope used to hang Fujisaki's body was really an extension cord.
Ah, shit.
Twas an extension cord?
I saw you using that extension cord in the library, Togami. On top of that, after the murder. The extension cord had disappeared from the library. I refuse to believe that as a person who had been using that cord, you missed that detail. Nick?
Then it could only have been Tagami who brought the extension cord to the scene of the crime.
I see. Interesting. So this is the answer you've settled on. After killing Chihiro Fujisaki in the women's changing room, I hung her body and wrote the bloody message. To make it look like Genocider Show had done it. Does that about cover it?
Again, it's like he's taunting me for some reason. Like he doesn't have anything to worry about. Wait, nothing to worry about.
I asked you a question. Is that your answer?
Yes, that's our frickin' answer. You killed Fujisaki, you asshole!
That seems like a very plausible thing for you to do, Tagami. After all your talk about this being a game.
Hey, would you mind holding off for just a minute? I'd like to keep the discussion going for just a little bit longer.
What? Is that really necessary? We've already figured out who did it, dude.
Maybe we have, but still, something doesn't quite feel right.
Doesn't feel right, and what would that be? I killed Chihiro Fujisaki in the women's changing room and then manipulated the crime scene. So it would appear as though this psychopathic homicidal maniac was responsible for the murder. And what exactly doesn't seem right about that?
Wait, is that really how it happened? Well, yes, that's where the body was found. Is Togami really right in saying that? No, I don't think so. There's something obviously wrong with his claim. The crime scene, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You said you killed Fujisaki in the women's changing room, Togami. But I'm not so sure about that. I think the murder might have taken place somewhere else.
Unbelievable. You've let me down, Naegi. I thought you were going somewhere else with that, but goddamn if I've never been more wrong. She died in the women's changing room. There was no question about that. It couldn't possibly have happened anywhere else.
Isn't it possible she was killed somewhere else and then brought there? Along with the rest of the scene?
You think the whole scene was moved? And I expect you have some evidence to back up a claim like that?
Yeah, that was the idea. Did I just throw him off balance? He's been so confident up to this point, but as soon as I mentioned the crime scene, maybe it never occurred to him that the murder could have taken place elsewhere.
Hey, don't leave the rest of us behind, soldiers. What do you mean she was murdered elsewhere?
What's the holdup, Naegi? If you have evidence showing she was killed somewhere else, then hurry up and present it.
The first piece of evidence suggesting the crime was committed somewhere else is the thing that was moved from the men's changing room to the women's, and vice versa.
It's the poster.
It's the poster. The bloody poster.
Oh, the carpet is in here. Oh, the
The
posters
carpet. Yeah, the carpet, because it's stained.
It could
Yeah.
be both,
But
actually.
it could actually be both.
Yeah.
I think
Go
the
with the
poster
posters maybe to
is more
start? It's got the
obvious
blood
right
on
now.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it has the blood.
Yeah, it's a splatter, and also we would need Sakura for the point about the carpet.
The posters in the two changing rooms suggest the murder might have taken place in a different room.
The posters are your evidence?
In the women's changing room, there was a poster of a busty supermodel. Doesn't that seem a bit strange? I mean, really, a poster of a female model in a women's changing room?
Hey, everybody likes boobies.
Yeah.
She's not busty, she's busted. having some fake ass titties.
On the other hand, the poster hanging in the men's changing room was of a boy band that's extremely popular with girls, Tornado. That too seems a bit out of place, wouldn't you think?
So you're proposing the posters in the two changing rooms were switched?
That's not all either. There's one other thing about the two rooms that doesn't add up. Isn't that right, Ugami?
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go about the carpet.
Are you referring to my protein coffee?
Protein coffee?
I like how you said that.
You sounded so much
Perfect.
One day, while working out in the women's changing room, I spilled my protein coffee all over the floor.
She pooped on the floor.
No, it's totally not protein coffee.
Can I call that a squat mistake? A squat
Yeah.
incident?
Your protein coffee.
And yet, after the murder, the stain had yet been cleaned spotless.
Actually, that's not exactly right. The stain wasn't cleaned, it was just relocated.
And now it's a carpet stain.
The stain on the carpet in the women's changing room wasn't actually cleaned. I found it on the carpet in the men's changing room.
That is indeed the mark left by my protein coffee, not my squats.
So you're saying even the carpet was switched? But to what end?
How about to move the scene of the murder from the men's changing room to the women's?
I beg your pardon.
In other words, the culprit moved the blood-stained poster and carpet along with the corpse in order to relocate the crime scene in its entirety.
While I confess that is a legitimate interpretation, what would the culprit gain from doing so?
Huh?
Is it truly necessary for them to go through all the effort of relocating the crime scene? Actually, no. The more important question is, if she was really killed in the men's changing room, then how did the victim, Fujisaki, gain access to the changing room?
Ah,
To enter one of the changing rooms, you must use your Electro ID on the card reader by the door. However, Fujisaki, being female, only had access to the women's changing room via her Electro ID. In short, she wouldn't have gained entry into the men's changing room.
Wait, there is one way. And if you like, I'd be more than happy to tell you, dude.
Forgive me if I don't believe you.
Believe it, because I'm about to tell you how she could have done it. Right here, right now.
is it really possible? Did Fujisaki really have some way of entering the men's changing room?
Sure, dude.
Party.
Dance party time.
Dance party.
Dance.
Broken Electro ID. Masala!
No.
But why do that? You know, what's the
No,
point?
it's the one from the mailbox, but let's see what the actual. Yeah. I think you might have to copy something soon. Wait, yeah, click that. Okay,
Yes,
so
it's
go around
possible
again.
she could have used Kuwata's Electro ID to gain access to the men's changing room. When I found his Electro ID in the entrance hall, it was... Which makes me wonder if that's actually plausible.
Oh yeah, it was broken,
Oh.
right?
Broken.
Okay, so just shoot it.
Wait,
shoot
so-
that.
No?
Shoot that. Shoot that. And yeah, shoot into the sky. use broken. Maybe?
On the Wada one?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you can't use... That one is broken, right?
hmm
So you gotta use your judgment when you're copying it. Like,
Yeah.
you can't-
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it
gonna be-
doesn't hurt to copy it wrong because you can just get rid of it.
Yeah, it gives
Yeah.
us a lot of time, so at least
I
there's
knew,
that.
I knew
you know?
you could switch. I knew you could switch back. I just didn't know how.
Wait, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, I missed
Ah,
it.
you
Oh,
missed
no.
It was too fast.
No.
That's alright, we have time.
You might have to clear the purple
Yeah.
as well, because they're kind of crossing it.
I was listening to you guys talking, and I wasn't.
It's towards the end. I don't know why they told you didn't have to worry about it when obviously
I know,
you do.
yeah.
You do have to worry about it. Liar
But
game.
it is an emulator, so maybe it's
Yeah.
confused. It's the next one, I think, or maybe.
Be coming up soon.
Yeah, it's the next one he said.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it.
Objection!
It really is the objection thing
Yeah.
of this game.
It totally is.
So in translation, when he goes, "No, that's wrong," every time.
Fujisaki couldn't possibly have used Kawada's Electro ID.
Ooh, why not, dude?
Because when I found it in the entrance hall, it was broken.
That makes sense. There goes my idea.
It is almost impressive how quickly you surrendered.
In any event, was it not against the rules to make use of another's Electro ID?
The rules only prohibit the lending of Electro IDs. They say nothing of borrowing someone else's. Which is to say, you're free to use any of the dead students' Electro IDs without violating the rules.
Yep, exactly right.
Although it makes no difference since his Electro ID was broken.
In which case, she must have reprogrammed it using her skills as a super duper high school programmer.
Objection. It's impossible to modify an Electro ID. An alarm will go off if you open one of them up.
Given she could neither have used Kawada's Electro ID nor modified her own,
Good, perchance, but Master Makoto Naegi's line of reasoning have been incorrect.
If she couldn't get into the men's changing room, then yeah, that's what that means.
and my vote goes to Tagama. Or,
But is that really how it happened? Did Togami really kill Fujisaki in the women's changing room? I don't think that's right. But I'm all out of...
Hold on.
Why didn't you do it, Kirigiri, if you're gonna hold on?
Yeah.
I agree with Nike. I think he's on the right track.
You open your mouth for the first time, and who knows how long, and that's what comes out? That could have got of it in the men's room. That means
And just how can you be so sure? There is another way.
what's that?
explain yourself, Kirigiri. What is the other way?
Yes, of course, but to do that, could I possibly request we take a short recess? It's someplace I'd like to take everyone.
Talking about.
If you allow it, I'll make the rest of the trial much more exciting, which I'm sure you would enjoy.
It'll make the class trial more exciting. Alright, that's cool with me. This class trial is now officially in recess.
What? Seriously?
So where's this thing you want to show us? And don't to think I'll let you off easy if it's something stupid.
I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Let's get going.
I wonder where they're gonna go.
With nobody really sure what was going to happen, the class trial went on recess, and we all followed Kirigiri. Her destination was... They're going to test the IDs, aren't they? Maybe? That's... Beep. There you go. The women's changing room.
We've gone over the place with a fine-tooth comb. What do you expect to find here now?
Examine the victim's body again. Very carefully.
Examine Fujisaki's body.
All of it. And thoroughly.
We touch the body. Nay, 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 nay.
I will have to refrain. It would be improper for me to place hands all over a woman's body.
It's not that it creeps me out or anything, it's just that it might possibly be against my religion.
I shall do it.
But you're a girl, Sakura. Making you touch a dead body is, a guy should really do it.
No, it would be more suitable if I, a female, were to touch her than allow it to be a male do it. I will take care of it.
Sakura? Do I smell homo? Are you two lesbians?
Oh my god.
Slash.
No, we're not. Quit playing games.
Very well. I will begin. I hope you can forgive me for doing this, Fujisaki.
As she spoke, Ugami held her hands clasped together before Fujisaki's body before placing them on her.
Make sure you examine the entire body very carefully. That should answer any questions you have.
A whole body, you say? To what end have you me doing? Ah!
What's wrong?
Impossible! How could this?
Ugami's eyes were open wide, fixated on Fujisaki's body. She was visibly trembling.
Fujisaki?
Michael says, yes, every part of the body, start with the spleen.
It's a man?
I see, so she was a man. Thank you very much for your...
Dude, you're kidding.
I do not tell jokes. So... It's true?
A guy? Fujisaki's a boy?
This. You guys didn't know? I thought that was pretty dang obvious. Chihiro Fujisaki is a cross-dresser.
He was cross-dressed. God damn, that's hot. I wish I'd done it.
Oh my god.
That makes sense. So this is what Kimigiri wanted to show everyone. Boo, 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 boo. You were right about that. This most certainly does make things more exciting. Now let's hop back to the courtroom and get the ball rolling again. This time with a little extra oomph.
A little secret.
Ahem. My humblest apologies for the delay. Court is now back in session. The shocking truth revealed. Chihiro Fujisaki was a boy. Now let's see where you guys go with that.
I don't know why he chose dress like that, but one thing's certain. Chihiro Fujisaki was male, not female.
It never occurred to me that Fujisaki could be a boy. It completely slipped by me unnoticed.
With the victim being male, he would have had no problems gaining access to the men's changing room.
If his Electro ID identified him as male, then yes, you're right.
You betcha. Fujisaki was just a cross-dresser, so of course his Electro ID said he was male.
In which case, there are no problems with Naegi's line of reasoning. The victim was murdered in the men's changing room, after which he was moved to the women's. Accessing the women's changing room is simple. He defeated either Maizono or Enoshima's Electro ID.
Then it's true. Fujisaki was actually killed in the men's changing room?
We still don't know why the culprit relocated the crime scene, but yes, it seems quite likely.
I see. I thought something felt off. I couldn't help thinking something was strange about the way his body felt for a woman.
I'm getting kinda turned on by this.
But this finally ties everything together. All my questions have been cleared up.
Why should you be having your questions answered when you're our prime suspect?
Excellent. Truly magnificent.
My oh my, he's been whisked away to another world.
What do you think, Naegi? After all this, do you still think Togami did it?
I have no doubt Togami was responsible for disguising Fujisaki's death as the work of genocide or show. However, don't think Togami is the killer. Apparently.
What? Even though you were the proponent of the theory, Master Makoto Naegi?
The way he seems to be egging me on earlier, it was like he was enjoying having his mysteries solved. Like he didn't have anything to worry about. I can only imagine he was able to act like that.
Because he didn't actually have anything to worry about?
On top of that, the evidence Togami left was kind of, a little too blatant. Like he intentionally used that extension cord as a way to lead us back to him. At least now, that's how I see it. What's more, you were obviously caught off guard when you discover where the murder actually happened, as well as when you learned Fujisaki was a boy. If you were really the killer, neither of those should have come as a surprise to you.
I see. Alright. I'm a little concerned by your lack of decisive evidence. But I suppose that's good enough. We'll go with your answer being correct.
Correct?
Just as Naegi says, I am not the culprit. I happened to stumble upon his body in the women's changing room and I modified the scene, that's all.
You're shitting me, man.
I'm not shitting anyone, it's true.
Who could have done this?
If you don't want to believe me, by all means, you're just sending us all to our deaths.
If what you're saying is true, then why would you do that? Why would you mess with his body?
My reason is unimportant. What matters now is finding the real culprit. Naegi, if I didn't kill him, then who is the culprit?
I won't be able to say until we've talked things over a bit more.
You want to drag this on even longer? Come on, man. No matter how you slice it, Togami's the killer. We should discuss anything that doesn't sit right with anyone. So, count me in, Naegi. If we come to the wrong conclusion here, then all of us will be executed.
She's exactly right. I too shall participate in the discussion.
I'm down too, dude.
Have you no independent thought?
No, he doesn't. I'm no insect. Of course I can think for myself.
Anyway, let's keep the conversation going. We don't need to come to a decision right this moment.
Indeed, you have a point.
Our lives are on the line.
Then let's recommence this murder mystery game.
If Togami really isn't the murderer, then who is? Who killed Fujisaki? At the very least, the one thing we can say for sure about the culprit is that they had access to the crime scene, which means they must have been...
Male.
You need a male's Electro ID to get into the men's changing room, which was the scene of the crime. Since Kawada's Electro ID was out of commission, the culprit must have used their own, meaning the culprit has to be male. But that's not enough to go off of. I need more clues. So it's not Byakuya after all.
Yep. There's too much evidence and like
Too
holes
obvious?
in there's like too many holes in the information that we've gathered over the course of this
We have
specific
no
game.
leads. As for possible leads, did anyone witness the culprit? We would have said something. We have Celeste's well, I guess Celeste's testimony is the lead, right?
I guess so.
At this point, we need any new information.
It might be new information, but
Would that be Celeste's testimony? Would be the new information?
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
know. I mean, it would be
Was
new
the
to most people,
culprit?
but it's not about the culprit. Celeste saw
Yeah. Saw Chihiro.
Chihiro. Yeah, not somebody else. But I guess you could posit new information that they were going to work out.
Right. That's not true. Someone did see Fujisaki on the night of the murder, and she told me as much.
It is Celeste.
Well, is this count as a lead, though? Or is it new information? Which one is it?
At
What?
least new information.
No,
Yeah.
because look, we have no leads.
No. That's
To identify the killer, though.
It won't
Yeah.
help with the killer, but it is new information.
Okay, gotcha.
They would have said something.
See, a sighting of the victim will do. So now hit that with Celeste.
No,
Yeah.
No?
Oh!
What?
no.
What?
Okay, well.
Hmm.
Don't. Oh, that's Hina.
Don't scare me like that, Naegi. I thought I said something
Oof.
wrong.
Think carefully. There's a contradiction somewhere. There has to be.
So maybe it is.
So maybe we
leads?
have to copy.
The no leads? Well,
It's
but
not
like you
leads,
said,
'cause
that
that's
was for
about
the
the killer.
killer.
That's not it. Go through
Well,
again.
If
Yeah.
it is copy, because that is a lead, because we know what she was doing before.
It says no lead though, so we can't copy that. When Sakura comes around, steal the victim. Grab the that's
No.
Mm.
New information. We got so there's no leads
What if we still-
on the killer. No information. The person who saw the victim
Okay, hit that.
was the culprit.
Yeah,
Okay,
hit
that's
the
not true. Because Celeste saw the victim. There we go.
Okay.
We were close.
Just needed one more.
Yeah,
One more go around.
that's all right. We're good. Still have 4 hearts left.
Sometimes it's tricky, especially with the translation issues.
Yeah.
Actually, the culprit isn't the only one who saw the victim that night. Isn't that right, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, you're right. I did see him.
Huh? Seriously?
Yes, that's right. Maggie was the only person I told about this. That would explain why you were all so horribly disconcerted. No one else knew.
That's not important. Just speak.
Just before curfew last night, I ran into him in the dormitory storeroom. He was carrying a sports bag containing, at the very least, a tracksuit. I presume he was going to go work out.
Sports bag and a tracksuit. We found nothing of the sort at the crime scene. In all likelihood, the culprit disposed of them in order to get rid of any evidence.
Not long after that, he said something rather interesting.
Oh. Who doesn't have...
I'm in it?
That's, go ahead, Mick. You don't have a 4th, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a hurry. See you later.
I distinctly recall him saying he was in a hurry. Wouldn't him being in a hurry seem to imply he was going to meet someone?
In short, Master Chihiro Fujisaki was on his way to an appointment with someone to work out together.
Despite that fact, as hard as we tried, Fujisaki refused to work out with Asahina and I.
Isn't that because he didn't want you to find out he was a dude?
Turning that around, it means the person he was going to meet was someone he trusted deeply. Enough that he didn't care if they discovered his deep dark secret.
Such a beautiful friendship. So basically, the person he was going to meet is the culprit, and we just have to find out who that was.
Well, we only have so much evidence. Is that really enough?
Oh, but it is.
What?
It should be clear by now who the culprit is.
Really?
Who is it? Who killed him?
Oh no!
The culprit considered the sports bag and tracksuit to be disposed of to be items of importance. By looking at the distinguishing features of those items, it should be obvious who it was he met with.
Is that really so? Could we possibly determine the culprit from evidence that has already been disposed of?
Are you suggesting we dust for fingerprints?
Without the proper equipment, we couldn't. That would be impossible for amateurs such as ourselves.
Never mind the fact we don't have anything to check for fingerprints, since it's already been disposed of.
We can still deduce who he was going to meet by discussing it, in detail, together. That's easier said than done. Alright then, Celeste, could you answer this? Did anything about the bag or tracksuit stand out?
The bag was just an ordinary bag you could find in the storeroom. The storeroom only stocks one variety of bag, so I can't say anything stood out in particular.
If my memory serves, there are several varieties of tracksuits. Perhaps then, Fujisaki's tracksuit could have provided us with some information leading to the murder.
Then let's discuss his tracksuit, shall we?
Okay. Could there really be something about Fujisaki's tracksuit that points to the killer? I'm having a hard time believing that.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know where this one's going. We'll see.
Clarissa's testimony.
We're gonna have to change that because
Yeah.
she doesn't
First
have
of all,
any detail.
Chihiro Fujisaki was going to go work out. Yeah.
That's true.
Which raises a question. Why did he select that particular tracksuit? What do you mean that particular tracksuit? I get it. He chose his tracksuit so he and the culprit would match.
That doesn't even make sense.
Which means the culprit is the kind of kid that has the same blue tracksuit. My tracksuit is black. I don't even own a tracksuit.
Hold on.
I mean, like, I just
Nobody
hate
mentioned any colors, have they?
I've got white tracksuit.
Did anyone
Gotta
say
be
it was
dorm-
blue?
No, not yet.
No, yeah.
Did Celeste say it was blue?
Celeste said that the tracksuit was blue.
Oh, okay.
Did she?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Talking about this really going to tell us who did it. Nah, not a chance.
Or you can double check.
I don't know if I
said it.
can.
I don't think so.
Do they mention it
I don't
here
think.
though?
I don't think she
She
said
only
it was
talked
blue.
about the bag. She didn't talk
I
about
don't think she ever mentioned the color of the suit.
He said something he shouldn't have. Where exactly did he get that information?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Where
Okay,
did he get?
so we need to grab.
It was Mondo, right?
I
Yeah,
mean, it might still be the testimony, like she just did.
go work
it
out.
wasn't
Which
in the
raises a
testimony.
question. Just like that particular tracksuit. Need that particular tracksuit.
Maybe it is the right bullet, and we just need
So he
Yeah.
and the culprit would match.
shoot the word blue. Maybe I don't know. We'll try it. We'll go around a couple times.
Oh my gosh,
No, I think-
Daniel Wayne is rating.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh, really?
whoa. Hey,
How's it
friends.
going, Ray?
I've got friends too here. And I got lots of friends in
Hello.
chat.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Whoa.
How far did you get in Visage? Did you finish this one of the stories? FaceNet, Radic, Marco, Bill. Here's
Oh, we got a
Dessert,
party.
Scotsman,
Hello.
Whoa.
Zane, Kendall White.
So many people.
Wow, shout
Yeah,
out
bringing
Daniel
all
Wayne.
the friends,
Yeah, I
all
was
of our
watching
dance
Visage, but Tuesday is Danganronpa night with friends. We've been playing for, was it 8? This is the 8th stream, right? So,
I think so.
Did
probably
you eat
about,
already? Wow.
yeah. But I think it's 5 weeks or something total, like, actually. You finished one of the chapters. Very nice. I'm going to watch the VOD later. Yeah, welcome. We're also sleuthing a little bit. This is a murder mystery game, I guess.
Yeah.
And my friends have been doing voices for all the different characters. So Anna's here. Anna.
Hello.
Jada's here.
Hello?
Mick is here.
Hello?
Sometimes we have even more friends, but Asala's busy tonight, and Zep is not available today. But usually there's even more of us on Tuesday nights.
Yeah. I mean, once we had
U43.
up to 6. I think we had 6 of us. Somebody
I
else
think when
came, right?
everybody's here, yeah, there's like 6 of
Yeah.
us. Yeah. Yeah, it's a full house. Yeah, I think we're doing great. We're well into this case right now. We're like doing the court case, trying to figure out who murdered somebody. And the stakes are that if you discover who the murderer is, the murderer will be killed. If you get it wrong, everybody dies, and the murderer gets away free.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Basically, this is like, I don't know, Murder High School? Anime Murder High School.
Anime Murder High School.
And Battle Royale meets Phoenix Wright.
There
is
you go.
how I
Yeah, it's got a lot
usually-
of Phoenix Wright elements for the court case part, that's for sure. Well,
But
welcome.
it's also like a last man standing.
Feel free to
Battle Royale
chill,
kind of
hang.
game.
And yeah, thanks for the raid, Daniel Wayne. All right, I rated Daniel Wayne earlier, and I got rated back.
Whoa.
It's like I got
Revenge
slapped.
raid.
Yeah, revenge. Yeah, I got slapped back. It's a revenge raid. All right. So we were trying to figure out what to do with this ammunition. I gotta get back on track. Full circle.
I would keep. Let's keep the testimony and shoot.
That
Blue.
one.
Shoot
Wait,
that.
that one. That one.
No.
Oh, it was like too
Black.
slow. It was too
I mean,
slow.
wait, why are you trying to copy it?
I thought we
Yeah.
needed that to
No, we want to
No, I-
contradict
You
it.
wanna?
Oh, we
Yeah.
want to contradict that one.
I
Okay.
would shoot Celeste's testimony at it because Celeste's testimony didn't include a color.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
I got a little
I want you to
distracted.
shoot that.
Got
I
distracted.
pushed
by
the wrong
rain.
button. It happens. It's alright. We still got
Okay, they give
12
us-
and a half
They
minutes.
give
Fix
us
it.
so much time.
We got 12 minutes left.
Yeah, 12 and a half minutes. Alright, so here all the characters are debating. Yeah, Chihiro's going to go work out. Which raises the question. Why select a particular tracksuit? So we're looking to contradict the statement at this point.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so try hitting that.
There you go. You got
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Objection!
How did you know, sir, that it was blue?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's Mondo! I said at the beginning I thought it was Mondo, and then the game made me change my mind. I didn't want it to be Mondo, but it is.
It wasn't me,
Zep!
idiot.
Zep, when you watch the VOD, I'm so sorry. We don't have no more Kuwabara voice from Zeppelin Cafe.
This is why he's not here today. He
Oh
didn't want to
no! He escaped. Got away. Just a second, Uwada. There's something wrong about what you just said.
Huh? What's wrong with it?
When Celeste was giving her testimony earlier,
He was carrying a sports bag containing, at the very least, a tracksuit. I presume he was going to go work out.
she never once mentioned the tracksuit's color. Why then did you know that Fujisaki wore a blue tracksuit?
What are you talking about?
I'm so disappointed in you.
Celeste, what color was Fujisaki's tracksuit?
As I recall, it was blue.
No! Oh no, I like Mondo. Why?
Yeah.
That's upsetting. And did
I
you
really
tell
like
that
Mondo
to
too.
anyone before the class trial?
You're the only person I told, Naegi.
And when did you find out that Chihiro Fujisaki wore a blue tracksuit, Iwata?
Well,
He must have found Fujisaki's tracksuit at some point during the investigation.
Oh, Taka wants his friends to
Aw.
not be it.
Yeah.
No, he couldn't tell us. Bag and tracksuit would have already been disposed of when we began our investigation. Then the reason he knew what color it was is because he saw a Chi with it before he died. By Chi, do you mean Fujisaki? So which was it? Did you see his tracksuit or didn't you?
I just happened to run into him last night and catch a glimpse of it. That kid was walking around carrying it.
No, that couldn't have happened either. When I was talking to Celeste, she told me.
She quickly stuffed the sleeve back into her bag, almost like she was trying to hide it. And then she left.
Then after telling him his tracksuit was hanging out, Fujisaki stuffed it into his sports bag. Even if you had just stumbled into him, you couldn't know the color of the tracksuit inside his bag.
You've dug your own grave.
Or like you led him to his grave. That's why you said what you did, isn't it? Your spiel about knowing who Fujisaki met with by looking at his tracksuit was all a bunch of crap.
I see. So that was a bluff, was it? Your true intention was to cause the culprit to misspeak. That's why you said you knew who the culprit was, to scare him.
That's right, except I always had my sights set on Iwata. I was suspicious of him from the beginning.
But why? Why did you think Uwada was suspicious?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know if you guys have
I'm
noticed this, but something did change.
I'm guessing it's how he refers to people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah,
the
because
answer to
He's
that.
no longer. What?
I don't know why that's the answer, but I just think that's the answer.
Because he's stopped using pronouns entirely for
Oh,
Chihiro. Have you noticed? He
Oh,
started
no, I didn't
saying the
notice.
kid.
I didn't notice that at all.
He's been saying the kid constantly.
Oh.
The reason I began to suspect you, Iwata, is probably something you do unconsciously. You refer to males and females differently. Talking about a woman, you call her chick. When speaking about a man, you call him kid. After Chihiro Fujisaki was murdered, Iwata started referring to him as kid. That's when it struck me that Iwata knew Chihiro Fujisaki was male.
You notice such a minuscule detail?
What are you, woman? Some kind of witch? Scary. I noticed it too, you know. Genocide. I'm not the one you should be afraid of. What you should really be afraid of are people who kill others, who kill their friends.
Iwata, is it true? Did you really murder Fujisaki?
I didn't kill anyone! What the hell's your problem? Anyway, I make one little slip of the tongue, and you have one little brain fart? And all of a sudden you calling me the culprit?
Yeah, really. These nothing or but baseless accusations. Bro would never do such a thing.
Bro, no!
You have a point. It's hardly decisive evidence.
You're already backing down?
What other choice do we have? We have nothing else to go off of.
How about the murder weapon?
Yeah.
Oh, 'tis my time to shine.
Oh boy.
Just a whisper. I hear it in my ghost.
Oh yeah, you mentioned you found some evidence pointing to the culprit, didn't you, Yamada?
Did you really? What'd you find?
Yeah. Actually, thinking about it a little more, it might not actually mean anything.
Don't visit out on us like that, man. Come on, just let us see it, alright?
Well, if you insist. Here it is.
And what's that?
'Tis an Electro ID. I found it on the floor, so I picked it up.
He found an Electro ID. It must belong to...
Me.
It's mine!
It's mine!
Thanks! I mean... Pause.
Maybe Chihiro, wouldn't it be?
I guess it would be Chihiro's, but...
It can't be Chihiro, because then he would know that Chihiro was a guy.
Oh, right.
He was shocked.
Oh,
So it has to be
so it's gotta be
Mondo.
I bet it's
Mondo's.
Mondo's, yeah.
This is yours, isn't it, Iwata?
What you talking about? I got mine right here.
It's his American Express card. Don't leave home without it. Then whose could it be? I need to think this through carefully. I'm not getting any...
Oh, I guess it is Chihiro.
Oh,
but
it's...
then-
Okay.
But wouldn't it say?
I mean... I would think that he'd see the name on it, but I mean, it's not ours. So it's gotta be Chihiro's.
Yeah, it's gotta
I
be
guess it has to
Chihiro's.
be, but that doesn't make much sense to Hifumi. Like, you can read.
As I recall, Fujisaki's Electro ID wasn't found at the scene of the crime, was it?
Yes, that is correct.
I knew I was right. I thought that might be the case. That this might belong to Master Chihiro Fujisaki.
That'll give us some kind of clue leading to the culprit, yeah?
I had the same idea, but alas, 'tis broken and won't even start up.
Oh.
It's likely that, after committing the murder, the culprit broke it in an attempt to destroy evidence.
That's strange, though. Electro IDs are not easy to break.
Yamada kind of looks like Peter Griffin to me. Here's where it says. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You got that right! They're completely waterproof with very high impact resistance, so they shouldn't break in everyday use. And yet this Electro ID is broken, as was Kawada's in the entrance hall. Wouldn't you say they're breaking a little too often for as highly as you praise them?
Truth is, there's a bit of mystery for you there. So here's the question. Why, oh why did the Electro IDs break?
Why did the Electro IDs break? I can only think of one possibility.
They were hacked.
No, they have a weakness. You told us already.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Monokuma, you told Togami and I that the Electro IDs have a weakness. I didn't remember that either, by the way.
Me neither.
It was when you were in the lobby looking up the mailbox ones and one was broken.
You remembered that? I didn't even remember that.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, I might have accidentally let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weakness actually was.
But for two Electro IDs, which are not supposed to break under normal stress, to be found broken,
The only reasonable conclusion is that someone discovered their weakness. You know what that is, don't you, Monokuma? What is the weakness?
What? You want me to tell?
I think it's a vital piece of information and it wouldn't be fair to withhold that from us.
But what if I told you and someone goes and tries it themselves? I don't want to have to deal with that.
Come on, tell us. We won't try it, we promise.
Oh, fine. I have a soft spot for pleading, but seriously, don't try this at home, kids! Very well. For this special occasion, the almighty Electro ID's one and only weakness is that extended exposure to high temperatures causes thermal runaway, destroying it!
Oh!
They were in the sauna.
As
Right.
I thought!
all you knew. Okay.
As you thought.
I found this Electro ID in the sauna! Isn't it kind of weird how you don't get burned in the sauna when temperatures can exceed 100 degrees Celsius? This is because, as your sweat evaporates into the air, it protects a protective layer around your skin. Incidentally, if you blow hot air directly on your skin while in the sauna, you will get burned. That's because it disturbs the air around your skin. This is also why it hurts to move around in the sauna. For that reason, you must take care to remain still and quiet in the sauna.
Thank you for the safety lesson,
Mhm.
No
Monokuma.
problem.
Yeah, Michael says, or same as the hotel, someone stuck it in their wallet. I have done that before.
fascinating. I feel smarter.
So do I, because that was all kind of new science information for me. I guess it's true.
Same.
Was a completely useless piece of trivia.
No, yeah, it wasn't helpful to the murder,
hey,
but
if the victim's Electro ID was found in the sauna, then maybe they put it in there on purpose, intending to break it by taking advantage of its weakness.
Then the culprit must have known the weakness.
But how do you figure it out then? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone.
Tis a mystery indeed.
No, it's not. What if he accidentally discovered it?
What do you mean, accidentally?
The culprit could have, through some turn of events, accidentally broken his own Electro ID in the sauna. And then, having discovered the weakness, he was able to repeat that a second time, with Chihiro Fujisaki.
That's certainly possible, but then, who did it? I can't imagine anyone would bring their Electro ID into the sauna.
But I can.
You? For real?
I can think of one
Okay.
person who might have brought their Electro ID to the sauna. In fact, I can think of two.
I think it too.
There's only one person who might have brought their Electro ID into the sauna. That someone entered the sauna with their clothes still on.
And they both did.
No, he didn't.
one.
Didn't
No.
Ishimaru did not.
Mara took his clothes off.
Yeah, he got undressed for the competition.
Okay, so
But
yeah,
Mondo
that's
went in with the
Mondo.
clothes on, being all badass about it.
I forgot that detail.
Uwada, it was you who broke your Electro ID in the sauna, wasn't it?
What?
Why? Why him?
Uwada, you and Ishimaru held an endurance contest in the sauna a couple days ago, didn't you? Yep.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
You went into the sauna with your uniform still on, and I suspect you didn't take your Electro ID out beforehand.
That's why you should have taken off your pants.
Yep,
That was
just
when
get
you
naked.
figured out that Electro ID's breaking the sauna.
Stop it. You accused Bro of being a killer. But I refuse to believe it. Where's the conclusive evidence?
I don't want to believe it either, but I have evidence that proves it's the truth.
Give us your Electro ID, idiot.
Mm-hmm. Non-stop debate. Oh, I've got broken
Whoa.
ID, Fujisaki's, and then the card reader.
So they're introducing the multiple bullets I told you about last
Yeah,
time.
we did this before, but at some point in time, Uwada broke his own Electro ID. In other words, if Uwada's Electro ID is broken, that means Naegi's deductions were correct. Mine works fine, he says. See, look at that. Naegi's deductions were wrong, after all. Bro is not a murderer. Okay, we got only the two.
I guess it's him.
It's gotta be him saying that his...
Yeah.
Yeah. Uwada's Electro ID broke during the sauna battle. That means the Electro ID he has on him right now.
It can't be his.
Well, then he has Fujisaki's, right? Maybe?
You think
He swapped it with Leon.
He swapped
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
I mean, that's the only
right.
way, right? If his... I mean, that the one
They
that was
found-
found is actually Mondo's.
Well,
And
I don't-
he has
no,
Fujisaki's,
no,
which is why it
I
wasn't
don't-
at the murder scene.
No, there was a broken one in the box too,
A
remember?
mailbox, yeah.
I think he took Leon's. I
That's
think he's got
Leon's,
Leon.
though.
No, Leon's cannot be broken.
Oh, you mean
he has
Leon's
Leon.
isn't broken at all. He has his own was in there.
I think he destroyed Chihiro's to protect him.
To protect
At
himself.
this point.
When you say
No,
He
Protect
swapped his
Shakira.
with Leon.
like he has
Because his
Leon's,
is
which is still
broken.
working,
Yes.
and Mondo's is the broken one in the bin.
Yep.
but there's
then
two
he-
broken ones now is the thing. So he also broke Chihiro's on purpose. I think he broke Chihiro's to protect him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he dressed him in the girl's uniform again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
So
remember the
what
thing very
am
well,
I
but,
using
like,
here then? Broken Electro ID?
Yeah, I think
And
so.
we're using it on what, Mondo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saying that his works. That one.
It doesn't work, yeah.
I'm trying
you
to-
missed.
It's not, yeah.
Oh, no.
It was not registering right.
Oh.
That's right, it'll come around again.
I mean, yeah, I think we're just challenging that his works with the broken one. It should be
Yeah.
broken. But I think he must have Leon's on him.
Yeah.
Right, because Leon's wouldn't break via impact.
It would he
Yeah.
says,
Only
yeah,
heat,
the baseball
right, is going to
couldn't have
break
broken
it.
him.
So that makes sense.
So if he's got a working one, then it's not his.
Alright, it.
Missed.
Oh my god!
Ah!
It's like the freaking thing moves so badly with the controller.
I know.
It's alright, we still got time.
Okay, we got
12
go around
minutes
again.
Yeah, it'll go around again.
Going for a ride.
Infinite tries.
Yeah. I'm trying to hit it. Because, like, see it's moving? That's not me. That's it. I'm not moving it.
Oh.
So there's a drift in the game
Yeah,
to, like,
it
make you
does
miss.
Make it more difficult.
So when I try to hit it... Come on! No!
No.
And then, like, it takes forever to reload the bullet.
Yeah. You have to get it on the first try.
Yeah.
You can do it. It's okay. You're also functioning on like
Good
3
night,
hours
Bill.
of sleep.
That's
so-
true. Sorry, we'll get it. The drift thing is like not necessary.
It makes it so hard.
Yeah. Try to keep it in this area at least, you know? There.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yay! Objection!
Yeah.
Finally!
Objection.
I'll take it.
Illinois.
Yep.
Uwada, does the Electro ID you have actually even belong to you?
What What's that supposed to be?
The broken Electro ID we found in the entrance hall. Isn't that one actually yours, Uwada?
What in the world are you getting at?
I'm saying I think he traded Electro IDs. His broken Electro ID for Kawada's functional one. I mean, Monokuma said himself that Kawada's Electro ID couldn't be broken.
I sure did. It could take that much punishment, no problemo.
Which means the Electro ID in the entrance hall was really Owada's. And the one he has with him right now belonged to Kawada?
It has to be. Doesn't trading break the rules? Wouldn't that count as lending?
Here's my verdict on that issue. The rules forbid you from lending your Electro ID to anyone, but dead people don't count as people. It's a bit of a gray area, but I decided it was okay. Most importantly, it made things more exciting. Accordingly, I declare he is not in violation of the school rules for trading Electro IDs with a dead guy.
So, Uwada, if I'm wrong about this, please say so. I think I prefer to be proven wrong.
What's the matter, bro?
Tell him he's wrong. Yes, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Your deductions are fatally flawed. Everything. They're all trumped up accusations.
Then why don't we go back over everything that's happened from the beginning? That should make it clear whether my deductions were right or wrong. Oh, here we go. We gotta piece together
Oh,
the
the
story.
comic.
Okay, the comic strip.
Alright, there's Chihiro. Found by...
SOS.
Yes, and then... What have we got here?
Can you
This
scroll through
EID.
the
Oh, she
options?
sees the bag, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, and then she sticks it away, and then she hightails it out of there. Goes here, and it looks like meet somebody.
Electro ID?
Yeah, so probably the ID.
Is it that one or is it the card reader one?
I thought maybe the card reader would be like she's holding it and then scans
Oh,
it.
right.
But I could be
Yeah.
wrong. Let me see what else is in here, because there's
Oh.
this one. Oh, that's her going in. So maybe it is the other one. Like that. And then this is the card reader one. Like that. Oops. And then we also got the dumbbell.
Dang, this is a long ass comic strip.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Whoops. Ran into someone there. Right. And then... not sure about
another
that one's a little bit odd. Where's the door here? That's the women's side,
That's the
right?
women's side, yeah.
Looks like she's opening a door. Or he's opening doors, maybe it's this one? Or no, the other way around.
No.
Oh.
Let's...
Do you want to fill in the
yeah,
other
fill in
ones
other
first?
ones, yeah. So the blood splatter. That's probably the poster, yeah. Like that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe? Because
Yeah.
he's holding the
The
weapon
so.
already.
Yeah.
And then Chihiro was killed. And then now we're changing the crime scene.
Maybe
Moving the
even
body.
There's another one that's grabbing the poster as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Is that one or? Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, there's one of him doing lifts and stuff. Ah.
Wait, so there's the carpet, right? Got rid of that.
The far left one is taking it down, and then the one on the right is putting it up.
Oh, I see.
Wow, that's so detailed.
That is
oh my god.
detailed. But we're not going to use all of these, right? So
Yeah, usually there's some leftovers.
So
Okay.
did the carpet, then I guess maybe did the poster, then did the body? Maybe? And then
Yeah, yeah.
he's like rolling it up, so that's when he's changing the crime scene. Let's look over here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then goes into the other room.
The women's one.
So
So that's the
maybe
door.
the door? maybe?
Or no, the other. There's one of the women's door.
The women's door?
Pink one.
Yeah,
This
there
one?
was one with the. Is that it?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Moves body. And then there's the crime scene was staged, but then Byakuya, who's going to be an ass, comes in and tampers with the crime scene for no
Yeah.
reason whatsoever,
He just likes to cause chaos.
just to cause freaking chaos.
My goodness.
All right.
Do you think it's the writing or is the, yeah, it must.
It's the writing's
One
up
of
here
these.
now, so it's got to.
think the writing
no, I
is
think the
that
writing's
one.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one.
Takes the blood, right?
The one on the right should
It's
be
probably-
the cord.
Oh, the cord. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the
Yeah, there you
cord.
go.
And then moving Act 5. It was staged. And then... Is this the sauna, maybe?
Maybe? Yeah, because the floor is red, right? So.
Maybe?
But I think that's after though, because
Or, oh, right. It should be after.
Or maybe it's this one, because he's like holding it and he tosses it into the sauna. And then it
Maybe.
comes to that one. To this one.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Okay.
So what are we? We still got
we still
this
have
and this. All right. So moving back, we're missing this. We got the dumbbell,
maybe it's the dumbbell.
maybe, or the poster. But is that's all before moving? So maybe it's the dumbbell. Like move. Maybe.
Oh, that's like a picture of the sauna itself. So should we switch it
This
with
one?
the other one?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the sauna.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
what that.
that
I
should be
couldn't
at,
figure out
like,
what that
the very
was.
end. Yeah. It's kind of hard to see, actually.
It is. So then, not this one. This one.
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, when we check it, it'll let us know.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100%. Oh, we have this one we're missing still too.
Yeah.
I think it's him pumping iron.
Oh.
Or,
Oh,
picking
this
it
one.
up,
That
yeah.
one.
Okay, that would be my last one then.
I think that's fine.
Let me see. Did we get okay? I put something in everything, so I guess we'll just see if we're right. That's a lot of pieces
Yeah.
to fill in, isn't it?
I know, yeah, it's really long.
Let's see. Let's go back to before the crime was committed. I think we must be right, though, because I don't think it did. I think last time it stopped. Like, it wouldn't let you proceed. When we had
Oh.
something wrong, so maybe we were correct.
Yeah.
It goes up until it.
Oh, it will
goes
go
up
up
until
until?
the
Okay.
mistake. Yeah.
Last night, Celeste ran into Fujisaki in the dormitory storeroom. Fujisaki was carrying a sports bag with something inside it. Okay, that's correct. A blue tracksuit, yes, and Celeste saw it too. Sports bag in hand, Fujisaki ignored our self-imposed curfew and went somewhere. Fujisaki's destination was the changing room, and the men's changing room at that. But how did the victim, who was supposed to be female, enter the men's changing room? That would be because he was actually a boy.
That's right.
For that reason, he was able to use his own Electro ID to enter the men's changing room. Fujisaki was planning to meet someone in the changing room, and that someone is this incident's culprit. Oh, very good. The culprit likely waited for him to let his guard down, then took the murder weapon, a dumbbell, and attacked him. When he did, some of Fujisaki's blood splattered onto the men's changing room poster and carpet. Oh, Mondo, how could you? It was, in all likelihood, impulsive. There are too few signs of planning for it to have been premeditated. So the culprit hurriedly began planting red herrings. First, he collected the bloodstained carpet, as well as the poster. Oh, and that one. Nope, it doesn't make sense. We gotta go back. Alright, so
So everything up until that point
was
makes
correct,
sense.
right? So this is right, but
Yeah.
this one is not. So it's maybe probably, well, no, he's got to go into the women's change room to put that back up. I mean, that's the same as that, so I feel like it really can't be. We know it's not the dumbbell this time. Maybe it's something something is misplaced.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that all looks correct.
Yeah.
That all looks correct. I mean, everything else looks right to
Maybe
me.
he's putting up the poster?
Yeah. But I feel like, well, maybe it's, no.
Because he has to go in.
He has to
first
go
before he
into the
puts up
women's
poster.
room before he puts up the poster, right?
Yeah.
And he's got to scan in before he goes to the door.
Mhm.
So,
Maybe it is the other one, which is
this
weird.
one, or
What's the other?
it's like a turn of the doorknob.
I mean, no, that's. I guess.
Like that?
Oh, like he couldn't get.
Like he went back out and then.
We'll try it. We still got
Maybe?
help.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah,
open
roll,
door.
roll, rip, rip. Nope.
That's wrong.
What?
Maybe we have to swap something.
I think maybe, but I'm not sure what to swap. I mean, maybe it
What
is
ab-
this one. It's just weird.
No, that's putting it back up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but I mean, what else do we use? Just this one again?
Yeah, it's just this one. Maybe you should just try it.
Let's try it.
What about
Yeah.
the is the sauna one really, is that really the sauna room?
I mean, it's a bathtub with the stools and the faucets.
I think this is the sauna room because I think that's the pool,
Yeah.
and the floor I think is different.
Yeah.
I mean, well, is it?
I don't see any other thing it could be.
Because this floor is definitely different than the other floor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just wondering if it was the room
it looks
outside.
Like the
the-
outside
I
room?
would-
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, between the
I
two.
mean, it does look like tiled floor, so that makes sense.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are like, yeah. All right, we'll try this one. If not, then I think we'll have to swap and try that one. All right. Roll, roll, roll. Rip, rip, rip. Nope.
What the
Ah!
hell?
I only got 1.5 hearts left. Shit.
Oh gosh.
Why is this one so hard?
I don't know.
We tried.
Maybe it's the door first,
Is it like seeing the door and then
Yeah.
going into the door
and then going inside.
and then ripping or putting the poster back up? Like
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
that? Okay, I think that's probably right. That looks good to me.
Please be right.
Please be right. Yay!
There we go.
Okay. And brought them along with the body to the women's changing room. Of course, you need a girl's electro ID to enter the women's changing room, but that doesn't mean the culprit had to have been female. Both Mizono's and Enoshima's electro IDs are just sitting in the entrance hall. Using one of them, even a guy could gain access to the women's changing room. Having done exactly that to get in, the culprit did something with the carpet and poster he brought. He changed them with those in the women's changing room. In other words, he relocated the crime scene.
Dude, what was your reasoning?
So they just left the door open? Is that how Byakuya got into the women's changing room?
I guess.
I
so, don't
guess.
know.
I guess, but that's not the end of this case.
Or he
Meddling
took
from Togami, who discovered the body first, made things that much more complicated.
one. Maybe he went and got. I don't know.
He entered the
Weird.
new crime scene and did something there using an extension cord he brought from the library. You are messed up, Togami. That's right. Using that extension cord, Togami tied Fujisaki's body up to make it look like a crucifixion. In addition, he used the victim's blood to leave a message on the wall. And he did all this to make us believe Genocider Sho had committed the murder. I don't understand Togami's, like, why?
Reasoning for it.
Yeah.
He clearly wanted to place the blame on Toko's for some reason.
But if we get the trial wrong, we all die, including...
I know, right?
Yeah, so why do that?
I don't know, man.
I
Make
don't
it more
know.
interesting for him.
I guess, but... Like Anna said before, it feels like he and Kirigiri are, like, just here to... Like, is this all about Makoto? Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels
No.
like... You know what I mean? I know he's just the protagonist. He's the protagonist, so it's like the player character. But it almost
Yeah.
feels like they're trying to try him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the same time Togami was doing this, the culprit, having disposed of Fujisaki's sports bag, went to the sauna. So he could get rid of the last piece of evidence, Fujisaki's Electro ID. Just as he was hoping, the heat of the sauna destroyed Fujisaki's Electro ID. He knew what would happen, too. He knew Electro IDs were weak to high temperatures. And that would be because he himself broke his own Electro ID in the sauna. I have a terrible feeling about how Mondo's going to die,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be good. I got a suspicion what they're going to use for him. By the way, everyone, it gets a little bit graphic when the killing starts. So just look away if you need to. And that's everything that happened. It was you! Isn't that right, Mondo Iwata? Complete.
Bro, what was your secret that you had to hide it so bad by
Yeah, I want to know what that
friends?
was.
Wait, that can't be true. Wait, where's your evidence? You need evidence. Do you have any evidence? You can't just pin this on bro without any evidence.
The evidence he's looking for has already come up in the trial. If we can just take a look at Iwata's Electro ID, that should take care of all of Ishimaru's doubts. And NTB. Oh, that's like that machine gun thing, I think, right? New elements have been added again. Fever time and negative time. If you press the R button during a machine gun talk battle,
Oh, yeah. Machine
you will
gun talk.
initiate
That's
fever
not
time,
okay.
maximizing the tempo. During fever time, you can press any button whenever you like, and it will not count as a mistake. Okay. Pressing
called
various
non-stop
buttons at
in
your
English.
own pace is more than adequate to obliterate your opponent's assertions. However, fever time only lasts until the concentration gauge depletes, so please make good use of the time. And of course, it would be unfair if you were the only one with a special ability. For this reason, we have also allowed your opponent to make use of something called negative time. When your opponent activates negative time, your tempo markers will disappear, making it more difficult for you to time your button presses. Perhaps that would be a good time to use. Pardon me, I'm sure you're bright enough to require advice from the likes of myself. I'm sorry, I've got Anna for that. As a side note, if your action difficulty is set to merciful, your opponent will not use negative time. Yeah, you said that last time, game. That I wouldn't get.
not
Yeah,
falling for that.
so
We don't trust you now.
narrator, you cannot be trusted.
It's not the Moogle.
It's me!
Oh gosh.
And we got hit all of them.
Let me know if I'm winning, because I can't look at anything but the thing. Am I doing damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Combo.
Oh shit.
Oh, negative
Go
time!
fast, spin up.
Oh, I don't. I pushed the
What? How?
button.
They were blowing up. I don't know what happened.
Everyone
Hey, it's gonna.
suspects me.
I guess we're gonna try it again.
They blew up the first time you did it. Like, they all exploded. That was good. But
Yeah, when they hit the negative time, I made me push the wrong button. Rip. All right. But why all of the Mike Makoto is like the default villain, which
Right.
makes
I
no
know.
sense
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Nothing going for him at all.
Yeah, I have no evidence that points him, but because we got that wrong.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
it was you.
All right, so let me try that again. This is a little bit tricky. I can't believe we have to go against Ishimaru. He's like defending him so hard.
Yeah. Well, they're bros forever.
I know, but it's sad.
Ishimaru, give it up. He's
Come on,
guilty.
Ichimaru, just stop. Oh, I'm pushing the button. I'm like literally pushing the buttons. Nothing is working. Fever time is R. That's why I'm pushing R though.
But that's not fever time, it's negative time.
Yeah, but I
So-
use fever time to contradict negative time.
Oh. The hell?
Mm.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
I mean, I think it's just hiding the
Yeah.
Oh,
You just gotta find the tempo.
Yeah, you're back on track.
okay.
Oh, no, you're off, you're off.
Okay.
Okay.
Fire the kill shot.
Well, that was
Oh, that
a
was
button
close.
mashing, whatever.
Yeah. It's really hard.
Yeah, it actually is really hard. I'll take the C. I don't care. Rip. If I'm right about everything up to now, then Uwada traded his broken Electro ID for Kuwata's. So how about we all show each other our Electro IDs? That way.
Save your breath.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. I killed him.
No, Uwada.
No.
So sad. Disappointing.
They were friends.
Yeah, I really like him. Oh, that's disappointing.
Why did you kill your friend?
Why?
They'll explain, I suppose.
Oh, I'm
He was
money.
weak.
I got paid.
Coins!
What? What are you saying, bro?
We've come this far. There's no point in finding it. Yo, Monokuma, get this thing started, would you?
Wow.
Ballot time or whatever.
We're gonna vote. Roger that.
Wait, please wait.
Nope, not waiting. The moment you guys have all been waiting for. Ballot time! Cast your vote using the switch in front of you. So, who will your votes nominate as the villain? Will it be right or will it be so wrong? Let's find out.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Gone too soon.
R.I.P.
Only
Cornhead.
chapter 2.
Why, Mondo?
No.
Well. It looks like you guys were right again. Yes, the villain responsible for Chihiro Fujisaki's death is Mando Owada. Oh, and by the way, it was not a unanimous vote. Ishimaru alone selected incorrectly. That was a close one, Ishimaru. You should be more careful next time.
I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe bro is a murderer.
Sorry, man.
Why are you apologizing? Why? Tell me why. Why? Why would you do such a thing?
Oh my god.
Aww. Their bromance.
Since it seems Owada is exercising his right to remain silent, allow me to explain in his stead.
You were the chosen one, Anakin.
A sad tale of two men serves as the backdrop for our murder.
It's a betrayal.
That's good.
Oh, and anyone who doesn't feel like reading can just hold the circle button to skip all this. We're in a video game. Once upon a time, there was a boy by the name of Chihiro Fujisaki. This boy had an extreme complex about being weak. Be a man. Time and time again he heard those words, but he was never able to vanquish that weakness.
Instead, he took refuge in a greater weakness. The boy became a girl.
Wait a second. I feel like that's an insult.
Yeah.
That was how he chose to escape from his problem.
That's Mick.
Nick?
Yeah.
Now, no one can tell me to be a man anymore.
True.
But no matter how far he withdrew into his shell, he was unable to eradicate the complex that had taken root inside him. A shell, after all, is not but an empty husk. Rather than disappearing, Fujisaki's complex grew more intense.
I'm such a weakling. Weakling, 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 weakling.
And then, with the start of the academic coliseum, he learned another difficult lesson. That survival of the fittest is the law of the world, that if he remained weak, he couldn't survive. To top it all off, sickeningly adorable Monokuma threatened to reveal everyone's shameful memories.
It sounds like we're in a James Bond movie.
Fujisaki's deep dark secret was... Chihiro Fujisaki dresses like a girl even though he's a boy. That was the one secret he absolutely couldn't bear to have come to light. Because as soon as it did, the shell, no, the armor protecting him would be ripped off. And he would be subjected to an excruciating degree of criticism and pressure. Faced with such a hopeless dilemma, he fell into a deep despair. Or so everyone thought.
I'm sorry. I really don't want to say anything right now, but I can't go on like this. So I promise, I'll tell you later. I'll work really hard so I'm strong enough to tell everyone.
Annoyingly, the threat of his secret coming out drove him to get stronger. Damn it!
Damn it.
It's my chance. This is the best chance I'll ever have. I'll get stronger. I'll become the person I was meant to be. I'll become strong enough to smile and shake it off when anyone tells me to be a man.
With his mind made up, he immediately set out to begin work. And so... he planned to begin working out that very day to reforge his body and his heart from the ground up. However, sadly, that turned out to be both his first and last workout. When he decided to begin working out, Fujisaki also wanted to ask someone to help him. He planned to tell that person his secret and then ask them for their assistance. And the person he selected...
Was me.
Yep, that it was! He thought Owada, the dude bro biker obsessed with man's honor, would promise to keep his secret. There was also the fact that manly man Owada fit the ideal of strength Fujisaki so admired.
First, I'll build up the courage to talk to Owada. Then, I'll ask him to help me get stronger.
That was his admiration. Owada was something Fujisaki could never be, and that's why he admired him.
And then, Wada, you did that to keep your promise to him, didn't you?
That? You mean moving the body from the men's changing room to the women's?
Precisely.
Was that not supposed to have been a red herring?
I'm sure that was part of it, but it wasn't his own. He also did keep his promise to Chihiro Fujisaki. A promise between men.
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit, Anna.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Hina?
Oh,
Anna, you there? You Hina, right?
Okay.
Anna.
That's not better, is it?
Oh, I heard
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
then.
yeah.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's better.
Okay, I hopped in and out, out and in. Okay. What does moving the body have to do with keeping a secret? If Chihiro Fujisaki had been found killed in the men's changing room, the discussion would go straight to how did he get into the room? And as soon as that happened, people would start doubting he was what he claimed to be. Then moving his body into the women's changing room and stealing his electro ID, Uwada steered us away from that.
So Wada did that to keep the promise he made to Fujisaki, who he killed with his own hands.
Why would you? The more I hear it, the less it makes sense.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
My bad.
So then, why did you?
I didn't want anyone to find out, no matter what.
I thought that might have been the trigger. The threat to reveal our shameful memories and our deep, dark secrets.
No, it couldn't be. No, that's not possible. No one could possibly have a secret that's so desperately that they didn't want anyone to know. That they would kill someone over it.
What world do you live in,
This
Tom?
is
Right?
literally what happens every time.
That's what most murder is.
Yeah. I believe I've said this once before. Assuming everyone views the world through your eyes is the pinnacle of idiocy. Maybe you shouldn't have one. Maybe you don't have one, but he did. That's all there is to it.
While we're on this subject, how about I tell you that too? The skeleton hiding in Iwata's closet that he didn't want the world to know about is that he killed his big brother.
No.
What?
What? The one he idolized?
Well, yeah, his idol. His bro.
The Mondo Iwata standing before you today, the super duper high school outlaw biker. The man feared by delinquents nationwide got his start thanks to a certain someone. His
Like
big
that.
brother, Daya Iwata. Mondo had a deep respect for his brother. It was his brother who inspired him to start writing. Raised in a savage barbaric household, the one person Mondo could feel comfortable around was his brother. He chased after his brother, imitating him any way he could, trying to catch up to him. That was the kind of little brother Mondo was. And then, all of a sudden, the biker gang his charismatic brother had assembled rose to be #1 gang in Japan. At the top of the gang sat Big Brother Daya, in seat #2, Little Brother Mondo. At first he was okay with that. But when the time came for his brother to retire and for him to inherit the spot as the second head, he was overcome by the pressure of his brother's greatness hanging over him.
So he murdered him?
I
What?
guess so.
He was always just #2. Daya built the gang all by himself. The brother's just a bonus. Can a kid like this really handle taking over? I'm all the bikers!
Mm-hmm.
The gang's just gonna go downhill from here. Day after day, the gang's murmurings found their way to Mondo. And because of that...
I've got to be stronger than my big bro. So, this once. I've got to beat him.
To death, apparently.
I've
Gotta
gotta kick
murder
his
him?
fucking ass.
How does that help?
So, on the night of his brother's retirement party, Mondo challenged his brother to a race. However, tragedy struck during their competition.
Is that really...
Okay, well that's not his
That's not
fault.
the same thing as him killing his brother.
Yeah, come on, Monokuma.
He was so concerned about winning, he started getting reckless and ended up driving into oncoming traffic. But in the next moment...
That's not his fault.
I think Mondo blames himself for what
Yeah,
happened.
he-
and that's
Yeah.
what
He feels so guilty.
He feels
over
like
it
he
that
killed him, but that's
Yeah.
not what
Yeah,
happened.
but come on, he's not a
Yeah.
murderer.
Aw.
That's on his brother's face.
Well, he is now.
Now he is, yeah. That
As
sucks.
he lay wrapped in his little brother's arms, these were Daya's final words.
Whoops, I slipped. Sorry, man.
Knowing full well his little brother was responsible for the accident, Daya still did not blame Mondo.
What's even worse, though? Yeah.
Hey, one last thing, bro. Don't you dare let the gang fall apart. You and me created that gang together. Promise me. Man's honor.
Mondo decided to keep the cause of the accident a secret from the rest of the gang. In order to keep his promise, in order to prevent the gang from splitting up, he couldn't tell anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused his brother's accident. As a result,
Thank you, Mick.
It's a really
the
good sound
gang
effect.
united once again under the lead of the younger brother who defeated the elder brother. That's what he gets for riding recklessly, cause he thought he was gonna lose. And that became the reason for Daya's death. Mondo's lie became the truth. And thus, Mondo resolved to take the helm of the gang propped up by his lie.
I am strong. Strong. Strong, strong, strong. Strong, 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 strong.
However, with the start of the academic coliseum, he learned a difficult lesson. That as strong as he made himself out to be, he was nothing but a weakling who could die at any moment. To top it all off, freakishly adorable Monokuma threatened to reveal everyone's shameful memories. His deep dark secret was... Mondo Owada killed his big brother.
That's how he sees it, yeah.
Mm.
There's no way I could let the gang learn about that. If they did, it would have collapsed. It would have destroyed the gang. Me and my big bro Bill. It would have meant all this was for nothing. I regret carrying the weight of my big brother's death alone. So I
Wada.
as soon as Monokuma started up with all that stuff about revealing our secrets, it was like this fog of anxiety went and started swirling around on my inside my head. That's never happened before. I had no idea what I was supposed to do. And while I was sitting there, unable to make up my mind before I do it, the fog of uncertainty fucking blew up into a huge ass rock hard mountain of uncertainty. That's when it happened. That's when Fujisaki asked me to help him get started working out. That kid started telling me his secret. You serious?
Yeah. I'm sorry for lying.
But why? Why did you suddenly decide to reveal your secret?
Huh?
You've been keeping that secret for so long. If someone finds out, you'll,
Well, yeah, but I want to change. I want to destroy the old me, the weak me, who's always retreats into a lie.
Those words came at me like a knife. I felt like that negated everything I'd done.
I need to change. I'm weak. But you're strong, Awada. I'm sure this is no big deal for you. No matter what Monokuma reveals about you.
What you want me to tell you? Are you saying if I'm really strong, then I shouldn't tell you my fucking secret?
Huh?
I envied him. I was envious of Fujisaki's strength. The strength he had to look at his weakness in the eye and try to overcome it. A strength I didn't have. So I envied him. The envy. Down. That sarcasm. I'm strong. You being fucking sarcastic with me?
I'm not being sarcastic. I mean it. You really are strong, Wada.
Something started to crack and make this unpleasant screeching sound inside my head. The fuck do you want me to do? The fuck was I supposed to do? You said I should have told the truth and let it all go to waste?
What's the matter?
Why'd you tell me? You try to win me over?
I just admire you, Wada.
So sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I admire how strong you are.
Yeah, I'm strong. You got that right. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong.
Forgot how upsetting this one is.
Stronger than you.
Strong.
And stronger than my big bro was. I don't remember what happened after that. Next thing I knew, the kid was lying at my feet, covered in blood. I had a dumbbell in my hand. I was looking down on him. Bro! I killed him. I killed Chihiro Fujisaki because I was never able to conquer my own weakness. Because of that, I did something terrible.
Wada. He always seemed so tough, but he shouldered a weakness kept hidden from everyone else. And he targeted that weakness in his heart, maliciously throwing salt into his wounds. It was all his doing.
Well, would you look at that? This is what you guys are. You're creatures who have no problem killing each other over something as silly as the past. You won't break off your lingering attachment to the outside, nor do you have any idea what strength is. Hold my fuzzy black and white badonka dog!
Damn you. You little bastard. Say it again. I dare you.
What, fuzzy black and white badonkadonk?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll say it as many times as you want, or I'd like
Times
to.
back.
But we don't have the time for that. It's about time for someone's punishment.
Punishment.
You mean execution.
Those are the rules, right? The villain who destroys the order will be punished.
Wait.
I prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Owada, the super duper high school outlaw biker.
All right, the executions can be a little graphic, so
Yeah.
if it bothers you, look away.
Yeah, if you're squeamish.
If you're squeamish, yeah.
Wait. Please wait.
Let's get this ball rolling. It's punishment time.
It's punishment time.
We've had the sad story. We're gonna
I'm
get the
asking
gore.
you to wait.
Oh
Mondo.
Sorry, big bro. I couldn't keep our promise.
no. No.
This
Oh
sucks.
God.
Mondo.
Game over. Mondo Wada has been found guilty. Commencing execution.
This
I'll say the
sucks.
animation though is just
I do really like
Fire.
the little
Yeah.
animation.
like how they
Especially-
animate this. It's sad and gruesome, but man, they animate it so well.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Look at this. He got his
my
hair.
God. This little
They're going with the bike.
Oh, I remember this now.
Little Black Sambo's motorcycle death cage.
Oh my god.
This is not what I
Have
was
you ever
expecting.
Have you ever been to
The
like
circus,
a county
yeah.
fair?
Yeah.
No,
I know what
a
this
county fair where
Yeah,
they do
yeah,
the
yeah,
motorcycle
yeah.
stunts. Yeah, it's like that.
Wow.
It's really cool at a county fair, but you know they don't kill people doing it. So.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Oh, they're gonna electrocute it?
Maybe. That's what it looks
No,
like.
I think he's just gonna die from G-force.
Okay, that one wasn't as bad as Leon's. Leon's
That
was pretty
wasn't as
bad.
gory as Leon.
Yeah.
Some of
okay,
them
this
are
one was
really
not as bad as
gory.
Leon's.
Wait, where's his body?
I don't know.
What the F?
What?
Whatever.
Okay.
Okay, well this one wasn't as bad
Gross.
as the first one. This one was just weird.
Yeah.
Still fun
But-
art though.
That's
Basically,
really sad though.
Centrifugal force just into nothing,
Yeah.
into mush.
Oh, Death, do grace us with your gentle smile, and grant me his soul everlasting peace.
No. No. Bro.
With the second murder and then the second execution, it hit me again. That here life is fragile. It hit me so hard I thought I might fall over. Our lives are painfully fragile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we broke Taka.
Yeah. Ishimaru's bitter screams echoed through the courtroom, each wail a painful reminder of that truth. And yet one of us...
That was underwhelming. Not a very satisfying conclusion to our game.
Togami?
You're completely mad. Enough with the game crap. 2 of our friends are dead, you know.
当然だ。
Well, naturally. This is a game of life and death.
I'm not going to comment on your way of thinking. Not what I'm trying to do. I just can't figure it out. Why would you intentionally help to disguise what is crime?
なんだ。
Why, you ask? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
He spoke in a calm, quiet tone of voice that sent a shiver down my spine.
Last night, the night of the murder, I was in the library as usual.
You too ignored our curfew.
I never paid any mind to your curfew, nor do I recall agreeing to keep it.
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. Please continue.
It was getting late, so I was going to go back to my room, and I just so happened to catch sight of Uwada leaving the women's changing room. After he was gone, I looked inside, and I found a corpse.
What? You saw everything?
God, he was such a fool. He never had any idea I saw him.
So, you know who the culprit was the whole time, Master Byakuya Togami.
But it would have been boring if that's all there was to the case. A game where you know the answer ahead of time is nothing but a waste of time. So I lent him my hand to spice things up a bit.
To spice things up, that's why you did that?
Having just barely learned from Fukawa that she was genocide or show, you made use of her. Lead us off the trail. Dude, if we'd never been able to figure out who really did it, you'd be dead along with us.
Obviously, I would have said something before it came to that. Except,
Togami glared in my direction, his sharp gaze piercing me like so many needles.
thanks to Mr. Brilliant over here, it didn't come to that. You made this a surprisingly good dry run. Now I know exactly who to watch out for when it's my turn to play villain.
What?
I see. So that's why you did it.
Are you satisfied now?
Yes, I've heard enough from you. Next. I'd like to ask you something, Monokuma.
Oh, it's my turn?
You've made both executions considerably elaborate ordeals. Why put so much effort into it?
Ooh, boo, boo. You a fan? Because these punishments aren't just for you guys. This despair is not yours alone. These punishments, this despair, they're for all mankind.
You sure enjoy blowing things out of proportion.
No exaggeration. These punishments were designed to transform every last bit of hope into despair.
What do you mean by that?
Mean. 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 Mean, 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 mean. Oh, give me a break. Your obsession with finding meaning in the things is meaningless.
Huh. Doesn't matter either way. In the end, I'm the one who will emerge victorious, and when that happens, all will be made known.
Swoon, you get it, Mr. Science, sir. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel like you and I could make real great pals.
Enough. As if I would ever get along with an infantile criminal. In any case, I'll warn you now. After I've seized my victory, you're next. You listening? I will kill you. On the name of those destined to triumph, on my name as a Togami.
Badass. You sound like a protagonist there. Kinda too bad you're just a side character, huh?
I will kill you, I swear to God!
Boo, boo, boo. Don't be so quick to anger. Want to hear my spiel about calcium? Oh, boo, 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 boo.
Okay.
Yeah.
The resonance of Monokuma's high-pitched cackle signaled the falling of the curtain on this trial. But it didn't end there. The academic coliseum did not cease. It refused to close its doors. The thick cloud of despair swirling around of survivors was slowly beginning to gain momentum. It was a despair so deep you'd sooner put your money on a dog lost in Hades over us. It was a despair so dense. Our courage, our friendship, our effort, they all had no effect on it.
My, I have to say, things are moving at a nice pace. A very nice pace indeed. It looks like her stepping up to the plate before things leveled out left a bigger mark than I expected. And once things get going, it's just like a roller coaster. There's no stopping it. It's moving so fast, only their fear and despair can keep up. The one thing I'm disappointed about is that you didn't get your time to shine. Dad, since I've already got you down in there with them, you were supposed to have been the one to fire the first shot. Whatever. What can you do? You just keep on doing what you've been doing and make sure things stay exciting. That's what everyone wants.
What? Oh, I have one question.
Anything but my measurements and I'll listen.
Who is it? Who is the 16th student?
Bleh. My, is this a surprise? I did listen, but... Super denied, hella denied. I mean, come on, that's my trump card. We may be in this together, but I'm not stupid enough to show you my trump card like it's nothing. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, we have a mole.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Mondo.
No.
R.I.P. Mondo.
R.I.P. 10 survivors. So 16th student though. What?
I know. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Crazy
We'll
diamond.
keep playing to find out.
It's like Mondo's biker jacket.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
That's really creepy.
Save data.
And I remember like the major beats, but it's been too long.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that was a stretch. Those courtroom battles are long.
Yeah.
Nice
they
job,
are.
Mick. You did
I
the
know.
whole long
Yeah.
scenario between the killer and the
That
victim.
Mick.
That was actually like a really amazing performance, though. Like,
Well
the-
done.
Get a round of applause for
Yay.
Mick doing
I know.
that whole argument himself.
Yeah, wow. You didn't know you were in for that today, did you?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's
Man.
so great though that it
bro.
ended up being like you were Chihiro by accident, but then you were also Mondo
yeah.
by choice. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe it was Mondo. I was right and I didn't want to be right. And I was like,
Yeah.
please.
The whole thing
Byakuya
with
though.
Byakuya?
A nice
Yeah.
boy who makes terrible choices.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it feels like the way it's written, and it's written really well. Like,
Yeah.
I feel bad for Mondo. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because of like all the circumstances leading up to it, and really, it's Monokuma, and
Genuinely, they're all being manipulated.
yeah,
here.
it's
like,
none
only,
of it would have happened if they weren't in this position.
The only one who seems to actually want to kill anyone is, Genocider Show.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
in the official translation, it's Genocide Jack and Genocide Jill.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess Show is like a neutral name, maybe? Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't
Maybe it
know.
is. Michael says, yeah, Byakuya only gets along with mature criminals.
Byakuya is
does that
just,
mean?
he's such a snob. He's just,
And very,
Little shit, honestly.
all that
yeah, he's
that
such an
setup
elitist
too.
Snob.
Basically, kind of like to root out just like his greatest rival, like in
Just
the
to
room.
manipulate everybody.
Yeah.
He just he wants to be puppet master, but he's not, and it's driving him
But
crazy.
I think it was also to figure out to see who would be the strongest. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
who's
his-
the
his-
real rival for him, and it's
his
going to be
potential
Makoto.
threat.
Yeah, because Makoto figured it out.
I mean, I feel like Kyoko is probably the real threat, intelligence-wise. She figured it out all on her own.
True.
Yeah.
I'm kind of I don't know. The way the two of them are, I don't know. I have suspicions that they know each other. Are they work? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I have a suspicion that Kirigiri is the one that's working with Monokuma.
maybe. I feel like that also though feels like the obvious because we don't know anything about Kirigiri. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
true, yeah.
Like Kirigiri's
She's
a big
very
question
mysterious.
mark.
And she was the one who was encouraging us to grow some brain cells first. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But at the
But
same
it's like
time, like
keep
Monokuma wants to
things
keep it interesting. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
So it's all for a good show, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. Like prior to that moment, that it seemed like Kirigiri was like too much of a too in the know. Do you know what I mean? Like too perceptive, but could just be very perceptive. But anyway,
Yeah.
boy, this was a long
Maybe
one.
that's her-
Thanks for
maybe
hanging
that's
in
her
there,
super-
friends. Anna,
Her
Mick,
super high
Jada.
school power.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I guess we can start chapter 3 next week on Tuesday night, and then we won't
Oh
have to
my
go for 3
God.
hours because it won't be a trial.
It won't
Yeah.
be crap.
It'll be basically free time, I think.
I'm excited though, because I want to see the end of this now. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm super invested.
I told you guys it's a really good character driven.
It is. Yeah, I'm invested
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Hey, Raging Rock, Asala.
You do get invested.
Oh,
Yeah.
Raging Rock. Yeah, we just got to the end of the trial. Normally we would have finished much sooner than this, but the trial just never 3 hours stretched
Doesn't
just for the
end.
trial.
The
Yeah.
trial's really dry. You can't stop. You can't save. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well,
we-
you could.
I
but-
can once I finish chapter 3. Then, if we want to, we can actually. But the question
Pause.
will be: do we want to stop in the middle of the trial
Yeah, right.
and wait a week
towards
to finish
like
the
the
evidence?
last one, definitely. I think it took me and Nick 5 hours.
Oh,
4 or 5
okay.
hours.
Well, that's good to know.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I have to get through chapter 3 to get the Chivo, but after that, I can start doing save states.
I will admit, part of that was just because I was really, really bad at the rhythm game part.
The rhythm
So,
game
like,
part's
hard.
hard.
I had to do it so much, but
Yeah.
it does start taking it gets hard.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, for this game specifically, the writing is very good. It's character driven and it's very engaging. But the game mechanics of this game are ruthless, and it makes it really hard to play
Yeah, they're
sometimes.
difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
mean,
also a lot of randomness in which your choices and what gifts you get and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They really affect the skills you wind up with, and sometimes you just wind up on a really bad run where you don't have the skills you need to get
oh
through it.
no. We're gonna
Yeah.
have
I
to
don't
make.
think that'll be a problem on our level, but I have seen other people play through it.
Yeah,
and they
well, we're
make
not
the
playing
mistake
on the
of-
hardest difficulty, so we'll probably be
Yeah.
okay. You know, I think we're
People
playing on
think, oh, it's just a mystery game. I was like,
right.
No.
there's actual gameplay, and it gets hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks, Daniel Wayne, for that raid earlier, and all the friends who are just
Yeah,
chilling,
all our
lurking,
friends.
dropping in. We're gonna just sign off here today. I had about 3 hours of sleep last night, so
Go to
wish
bed.
me luck.
You've been
Hopefully, I can
playing
get a
this
little bit
game
more
for
than that
longer than you
tonight.
slept.
Thanks, Mariko. Yes, Armada Kuma, Mango Kuma emotes, courtesy of Electric Licorice.
Kuma.
And I'll be back for sure on Friday with more Kuon.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of, we need to probably poll another game for when I finish Kuon.
Ooh.
So I don't know if I'm going to do that Friday or, I mean, maybe.
I don't know how long Kuon is.
I don't
Do
know
you
how
think
long
you'll
it is either.
finish
I feel like it's not that long though. I'm going to do the Yang side,
Okay.
but even then, I feel like it's not going to be that long.
Okay,
So,
well, we can send
let's
you
do a
poll stuff.
Yeah, let's poll on Friday. So I am taking suggestions for spooky games. It'll probably be the last spooky game only poll. Okay. After that, it's just like anything goes, I think. But since it's still October, let's throw one
gotta-
more in there, yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah. So anybody want to give me suggestions for spooky games? I'll put them on the poll. You can send me a whisper or DM on Discord. I've got a list somewhere, right? So
Where's your
I don't know where
command?
my list is. DM me if you want the list. I guess it's not working. Or maybe it's games.
Isn't it?
Bam,
is it
there it is.
the-
It's under games.
Yeah, exclamation
I don't
point
know what my
games,
own
right?
commands are. But yeah, so let's do a poll on Friday for another spooky game. I'm taking suggestions for the poll. And if it's something older that's not on the list, we can still definitely do it. Because I don't actually own Kuon. I'm not that rich. I'm collectible like that. All right. Bye, friends. Good night.
Good
Good night.
Good night.